All right, and you can see it if it starts yet also.
Not on my end yet. Might have to refresh. Nope, it's still yeah.
Let me check. Actually, quick start already. Yep, I
Oh,
think the start.
that's weird.
It should be start already.
Oh,
Hey
maybe
everyone,
they.
hello. Can you see us right now?
Hey guys, say hi in
Hello.
the chat.
Say hi if you can say no. Say something different than
Oh,
hi if you can hear us.
hey Snark. Snark says I've never used YouTube chat before. Well, now you have. Thanks for the support. Thanks for dropping by. I'm not sure if I can see you. I can see us live right now. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so we're definitely live, but I
Okay,
am not sure if there's a
going to
bit of
adjust the volume.
latency for the chat, maybe. Hey everyone, if you can hear us, just let us know.
Hello.
Hey
Yeah, I
Richard
think they can
Spencer.
hear us.
Yep.
Okay, and I think I am going to control the screen a bit. Just want to make this. Okay, I will enlarge the screen a bit.
Okay. Sorry guys, we kind of went into this a little bit late, and then we because I don't know if you guys know, but PST has 2 YouTube channels now, so he actually had to switch a bunch of stuff on his back end to the correct channel.
Yeah,
So
on
that's
the OBS. This is first time I switch back also. Normally I mean I just switch to new channel and haven't go back to this channel for live stream yet. But actually I'm coming back to this channel for a while for live streaming. I think I probably gonna do more live streaming on this channel and leave the next channel for guys only. Right, video
sounds good.
content. Yeah. It's hot
Yeah.
just like Alonji, you know, Alonji J. He also make a new channel for anime gacha game.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah,
I didn't notice that.
he make a new channel especially for Hoyo verse game. Yeah,
I see.
because it's very big conflict when we try to do that. Me and him also both trying it on the same channel before, and it's somehow there's conflict with audience algorithm, and we notice that we can never expand this way. It just, I mean, algorithm just not favor it, so we have to make separate channel for that.
I see. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. After all, the audience I would say for WOTV and Genshin and Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves is kind of a bit different. So that makes
Yeah,
a lot of
you
sense.
try Wuthering Wave a bit and you quit that one also. You know
Yeah,
it.
I don't have time for Wuthering Waves, and I don't know. I'm just not really a fan of that style of games. I suppose I really like the roguelike thing. I don't even remember what it's called, the Illusion Depth or whatever it's called.
How
Like
about
that.
Sword of Cavalry? I actually
Yeah,
know it, but I will ask it so that audience can hear from your
right.
perspective.
So I've been playing that a lot actually. Right before, oh, did somebody just come into the stream chat? I think. Anyway, so like I was saying, right before coming on to the stream, I was actually, playing sort of Convalaria because I realized I have a lot of catching up to do, and I had some stuff up till Friday last week that I was busy with, so I could finally only start digging into the game this past weekend, and I actually didn't play much yesterday as well because I had to go somewhere. But yeah, I'm finally going into it now and starting to clear my higher level weapon stuff to start farming my legendary stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It's very different from WOTV. And I'm still, just in case anybody is wondering, I'm still playing WOTV on a daily basis. It's still a lot of fun to me. The PvP really is like nothing else I've ever played, really. Yes, but it's a very different style of game, and I do recommend, for everyone who might be interested, definitely try out sort of Convaleria.
Hmm?
It's going to be way different experience from WOTV, so it's kind of like you can play both of them and see what you feel like doing, that sort of thing.
Basically,
And
this
I
is
think,
totally your style, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's my style of game. As in terms of, I think I realized I don't really like action, what do you call it? Action-based gacha games.
Yeah,
Just
understand.
because it's very grindy and it's like it feels like you're doing the same thing over and over.
Actually,
Although
it's
that's
not that grindy. It actually feels less grindy than this game to me. But the problem is that it's not convenient to play on mobile phone at all. You have to
that makes sense.
walk on 3D map, and I hate that part. I mean, I have to do it on my console, but yeah, I'm glad that I'm console main player anyway, so I have a happy time with console and stuff. And those games similar to console game to me, like God of War, Elden Ring, and is so yep, I'm familiar with the action part of the game. Alright, it's starting. Hey.
Yep, it's starting.
イエイイエイイエイイエイイエイ
Oh man, it's been so
皆さんこ
long
んばんは。本日
since the
MC を
previous
務め
one.
ますみそし
This
る
is
チャン
of
ネルです。
course,
Almost half year to be honest.
yeah.
They used to have monthly live stream, but now it's half year per month.
コラボ楽しみだな。イエイ
It was so disappointing.
そして一緒に
Budget
Well,
cut it.
at least they've assembled the usual people to come on to the stream tonight, so I'm feeling a sense of nostalgia here already.
Yeah, actually, I thought that if we had time, we want to talk a bit about the cancellation of the Astro Because project. That is so sad. But yeah, let's start with this first. Maybe we can talk about that at the end. To be honest, that's what my top and dream game after this game. To be honest, I feel like I was so motivated to do content on that game, and I love it. But yeah, you know what happened. It's just the marketing team shit, and I don't know, maybe the sales team problem. The gameplay department is it's very good. The music, the game, and it's very free to play, friendly game also. So
ちょっとなん
sad.
か気になるんですけど、藤田さんお洋服忘れちゃったん
I
ですか？
I really enjoyed it all the way right up to the end. I'm still logging into that almost every day. Some days when I'm busy, I still skip it, but
会社にそのまま置いて
I
るん
actually
ですよ
haven't finished my third playthrough, which I plan to do when I find some
暑い
time.
ですからね。家に置いてるのをね、ふと忘れてて。
Yeah, I think that game is very lovely game and very free to play, friendly, and at the beginning the balance is so good. No power creep at all. Then suddenly everything is power creep and spike because they couldn't manage to sell their game. So yeah, and when after they do that, of course everyone leave and the game is go downhill. And that's why the global also cancel.
ヒロさんといえばみたいなね。
And there were a lot of things that I was hoping they could eventually bring into WOTV as
暑
well.
かったです。もう息苦
Because
しい
there were, some features, I think, in Esther Tatarix, because it's the same company, the same studio developing it. So I was always hoping they would do some of those things back into WOTV, but too bad they just, came to an end. But in a way, it's good because they can now focus more on more of the visions. I'm hoping.
汗かいてるからへこむんですよね。
それはじゃあ
So now the people on the JP stream are like, I mean, it's like a real long while for them as well. So it's like they're just starting to chat about,
どんな放送ですか？
this is the first time in months for them, so they were chatting about, things that have been happening recently.
暑いですが、
上げてきましたね。
It's summer now, right now in Japan, by the way. So
ありがとうございます。
we,
ありがと
I
うござい
mean,
合格されたようで。
ありがとうございます。
let's
港区に
see
住みたい
here.
から。その話じゃないん
Yeah,
で
it's
す。
summer after all. That's why we have Lesnick, summer Lesnick.
いいんですよ、港区の話は。ありがとうございます。いただいてね。さあ、皆さん何が来ると思いますか？コメントでもね。
So right now, Ishikawa is asking the chat,
Subscription?
what do they think is
Get the-
new collab?
ロボだ。
Yeah,
Super
we
robot, someone said.
we can talk about that too. What do we think?
隣みたいな。
I don't think it's
Lots
super
of
robot.
ideas
港区コラボね。
from the Japanese chat.
Honkai Star Rail just collab with FGO, but I doubt we can
Romancing
do it.
Saga
サガシリーズ。
Oh, could
is
be.
another one that
Could be, yeah, could be.
Ishikawa-san saw in the chat.
多いの
バルキープロファイル。
いろんなコンテンツありますか
Lots
ら
of
ね。
different
こちらはね、番
contents
組の中
that
で発表してい
people
きたいと思います。
are
皆
hoping
さん
for.
気になるコメントよろしくお願いします。書いていってください。
Hello everyone.
So first of all,
Hello
they're going to show
Nicolo.
us what is the program for
開
tonight.
催中のキャンペーン情
And
報
it
ま
looks
とめ
like they're going to have to,
メインスト
they're
ー
going
リ
to
ー
make
振り
us
返り
wait a
結構
little
ね
bit.
ストーリー
They're
も
going to start off with
ありましたから振り返っていきま
campaigns
しょ
that
う。
are currently
Yeah.
ongoing, as well as
最新コ
some
ラボ
main
情報。
story
そしてそして
reflecting
放
on
送
the story.
特別企画
Number 2 is the
前
new
回もね
collab.
我々
Number
が
3
クリ
is
アしたらプレ
the
ゼントとかありましたので
live stream
よろしくお願いし
special
ます。
program,
そしてその
special
他
like
最新情
contest.
報&アップ
And
デー
then
ト情報
lastly,
となってい
number
ま
4, they'll close it out with
す。
the latest,
めちゃくちゃ来て
other
ます
new
ね。
information and the latest updates.
Okay, so basically we have 4 topics today. The first topic is talking about story.
面白いですけどね
The second topic collabo, and third one is special show.
Seems like a lot of people, they pointed out the possibility it could be from
ハードル上
within
げたくない
Square Enix or it could be outside of Square Enix because they haven't actually told us anything about that.
今夜
So
も
there's
最
a
新情報
possibility
満
it
載
may
でお
not
届
be
け
a
してまい
Square
り
Enix
ますの
thing,
で最後までお付き合いください。それでは
but
最初
you're
のコー
gonna
ナ
have
ーに
to,
参
you're
り
gonna
まし
make
ょ
us
う。
wait.
まず初めのコーナーですが、開催中のキャンペーン情報&メインストーリーの振り返りを行っていきたいと思います。
はい
まずはこちらの VTR をご覧ください。どうぞ。
でもさ、戦なんていうの
Yeah,
は
Chrono
結
Trigger,
果が全て
they've done one with the sequel,
生き残
right?
った方が
The, what's
勝
it
ちなの
called?
だから
Not Chrono
私は
Trigger,
い
but
つも
the other
最前
one,
線に
the
立つ
PlayStation one.
誰
Chrono
も
Cross, yes, that one, they've done
足
collab
がすくんで動けなくなるま
with,
で私
I
は
forgot what it's
戦う
called, the cat game, Eden something something.
みんなの未来のため
You
に
know, they've done collab with that before, but never with Chrono Trigger. So maybe it's possible that they could really dive deep and give us Chrono Trigger this time. It's definitely possible.
私は折れない絶対に
By the way, for everyone who's wondering right now, you are looking at, you know, this is the new unit that came out in JP like what, 3 days ago? No, 5 days ago actually. 4 or 5 days ago. So, like I said earlier, they're going to make us wait a little bit for the collab, and they're going to just do a refresher of some of the stuff that has come out of War of Visions JP recently, and you know, going to talk about the story for a bit, which I guess PST and I will just talk over it because I'm sure there's some people out here on the live stream who don't want to hear the spoilers of the story. I haven't played the story myself as well,
リリッシュと
so
いうことで、
まあね
こちらちょっとね。
I guess they're going to
と思いますけれども
go
まあでも
through the.
LB も
Are they going to go through the
いい
unit?
感じにまとまってたと思いますけど
I mean,
アサルトさん
you
どう
know,
です
it's out for a few days already.
Yeah, it's cost 70 and well, don't worry, I don't make any spoiler on the story. However, I'm not sure if they're gonna talk some spoiler here or not because they are going to talk about the story after this.
対
Indeed,
魔法とか斬撃に
No, no
強い
worries. We can always
キャラ
dub
クター
over
となって
them
るんで
and
まあそういった
we'll
最近
pretend
ね
that
報酬
they're
の
talking
ア
about
リで
something
使ってるよ
else.
っていうコメントも
We'll
あった
make
んで
them try and
はい
you know
ゲッ
put
ト
words
したら
into their
使
mouth.
ってみてください結構ね機動力
Well,
が
yeah. For
使いやす
now,
い
though, they're talking about the unit. Asato-san mentioned that you know Lilish is quite easy to use, and she has quite a bit of mobility
ネ
apparently.
タ的に言うとあれですねさっきの
And
LB
her
あの
now
V 見て
Hiro
もらったんですけど
Hirono is talking about her
ボルケ
LB.
の声がね一緒に入ってたと思うんですけどまあボルケの LB と
Is
実はこうつながってい
The
る
LB animation for Lilish is
ちゃん
kind
と
of
考えられたセリフも
connected
つなが
to
ってい
her
るんだよ
brother.
っていうことを考えて
That was one of the
っていう
things that
のを
they sort of kept in mind
あの
when producing the character and the LB
伝えておきましょう。
animation.
しっかり見といてもらえると
So
嬉しい
if you're a big fan of
なん
Lilish,
かリンクするといいです
and
よ
you
ね。
know
そのス
her
トーリーとね、
siblinghood
技
with
のセリフとかが。
what is his name, Loki or something like that.
そういった
If you're a fan
ちょっ
of
と
the
したところ
lore,
が
then be sure to watch out for
か
the
ななんて
LB when you see it in
こ
game.
だわりをありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます
そちらの解説などはアサルトさんのチャンネルに行けばいいってことですか？
ぜひ来てください
Is there an
はい
apple?
2つ動画上げてるんで見てください
そうですね
はい
よく野口といっぱい喋ってくれてますからね
こちら
KWL says hopefully they bring back young units that the story
一応ビルレ
has
とか
not published in the game yet. Like for example,
便利だ
Young
ったり
O.
はい
Yeah, I do definitely hope that that's one of the things they're going to revisit because there were
いいかなと
a lot of fans of not just Young O, but who else is it? Even Young
見
Muraga
に行きましょう。
is
たま
actually
には
quite interesting.
いいな
I think they're gonna do it anyway. Probably cost 70, cost 100. Just depend on each like young Mugalaga could be cost 100, but young O, I can see it's similar to
ここで
Lilith.
一回見てください。
Oh yeah, Yang O has to be a cost 100, right? Like, I mean, he's so popular. He's like one
Really?
of the most popular ones.
そして皆様のおかげで
I think
FFBE
so.
戦争はなんと
He died early
I'm
though.
not too sure myself.
600万
Like
ダウ
the
ンロード
people
を突破
around
いたし
me
ました
really like Yang O.
Global one
That's the
or the
thing
Japan
that
one?
they're
何か
waiting
と
for.
思いますが、ゲー
Oh
ム
no,
内では
I-
様々
global,
なキャンペーンを
global.
行っております。皆さんへの日頃の感謝を込めて8月8日から
I think
2600万
late
ダウンロードの
Japanese
キャンペーンを実施
love
中です。
all character, but
1
global
日1回クリアで
like cool old
連
man
動
more.
アイテム JP な
I
ど
can
が
see
獲
that
得
trend
でき
on
ます
every game.
忘れずに毎日クリア
That's
してみ
true,
てくだ
that's
さ
true.
い。さあ、そして8
So right now
月
they're
16
talking
日
about
からは
the
原動石お裾分けキャンペーンを実施し
65
ます。
million download
期間中に
campaigns.
3回以上ギルドギフトを
Is it 65 or
すると
6
ユー
points?
ザーの
Oh,
中から抽選で
26 million
100
download
名様に
campaigns.
原動石
Sorry
2000個を
about
プレ
that.
ゼント
It's
しており
already
ます。
been in the game
さ
for a
らにさら
while.
に当選した
We
ユ
should
ー
be
ザー
getting
の
it
方
in
が
global
所属
sometime
してい
soon,
るギルド
hopefully.
メンバーに
So
も
there's like a
原動石
quest
を10個
from I think 1 or 2 weeks ago, lasting all the way
ことでございます。
until September 3, where every day you get like 100
ギルドギフト
visual
を
from
送
it.
ると
So
抽選に
across
参加でき
20
る
days, you get
ことなので
2,000
2
visual.
回以上送ってく
And
だ
then there's a
さ
bunch
い。
of other stuff
詳しい
as
詳細について
well.
はゲーム内のお知らせをチェック
What
してみ
else
て
is
く
there?
だ
Oh,
さい。
there's a new
改
guild
めて
event
広野さん
campaign,
2600万ダウン
which
ロ
is
ード
kind
と
of
いうことで
complicated. The way that they sort of set it up is that within a course of 10 days, if you send guild gifts to your guild members, your friends in your guild, for at least 3 days, you will be entered into a raffle where you have the chance to win 2,000 visual. And then if you are one of the winners, everybody in your guild will also receive 1,000 visual.
よろしくお願いできればと思います。
よろしくお願いします。さあ、そして以上はね、もう始まっているものだったんですが、ここからは今年の9月から行う
Keep going for a bit,
について
Odaiba. I want to say that I need a bit time for eating something.
キャンペーン
Oh,
が
sure, no worries,
始まり
no worries.
ます。こちらどういったも
So
のですか
this is something new that I don't think is something that's been announced
継続
yet.
施策というかね。
はい。
Every month?
運営側からすると
What
継
is
続して
this?
ほしいという気持ちが出まくったキャンペーン
Day of the
なんですけど
Visions. The campaign is called Day of the Visions
そう
campaign.
皆さんに毎日ゲームをプレイするっていうところを、
はい
毎日ログインしてねってずっと言ってきたんですけど、
Looks like
さすがにね、こう毎日は
Looks
難し
like
いよ
it's a
みたいな人
campaign
も
where
ちょろちょろねいると
if
思い
you
ます。
log in every day and don't miss
この日だけは忘れず
any
にログインしてねっていう日
you
を
will be able to
こう
receive
作ったらいいんじゃないかと
Oh
いうの
wow,
と
you will be able to receive
追
a
加でログイ
select
ンして
UR
さらに
unit
ボーナス
ticket
をこう
and other rare
プレゼントするみたいなことができるといいんじゃないかなと思って来
So
月
this
です
is
ね
something that's going to
2024
happen
年の9月から毎月ゼロ
starting from next month.
減塩の日という形で
And
設
it
定さ
seems
せていただ
like
き
it's
まして
going to be a
その
monthly
日に
thing.
欠かさずログインとプレイを
Wait
し
a
ていただ
minute.
くことで選べる UR ユニット選択召喚
おー
などのまあいろいろなアイ
And
テム
on top of the select ticket, you also get stuff like, you know, a temple ticket, stuff like that. The only thing I'm not sure is if it's a monthly thing or if it's only going to be
で
done
他にもお
once.
得なキャンペーンや召喚を実施する予定ではありますの
But,
で、詳しい内容に関しては
Of
今
course,
後ゲームの
in the
お知
near
らせ
future,
で皆様
they'll,
に
announce the
伝えてい
full
ければなと
details. I think it's going to be a monthly thing. So basically, the idea is if you log in all 30 days in a month
おさるとさん
without
嬉しい
missing
です
a
よね
login,
選べる URL
you will get like a bunch of
選びたい
stuff,
選びたいですよ
見
ね。
たい。
including the
そうで
select
すよ
UR ticket.
10日と20日と30日と、
Wait, that is so good, but I think they probably select for all you are only, right? I don't think you can
Yeah,
select
of course it's gonna
Lily.
be the OUR units, right? The select ticket is probably going to be, I don't know, they didn't mention where it's until, but I would expect it
2
would
月は
be, you
2月
know,
は減っちゃうんですか
it should at least include June
近
and
くな
all
ってき
that.
たらまたお伝えできればなと思いますけれどもなんだろう2月ってね実はこれ言う話かわかんないけど
Hmm.
大体どのこの手のこう運営もののコンテンツって
うんうん、
So it seems like this is going to be run all the way until January, I
いろん
think.
な意味
そこな
Because they're
なんだか
talking
まあ
about
当然ね
February
日
now.
数が少ないっていうのもあったり
Looks like
いろいろと
they may be
あったりする
thinking
の
from
で
February onwards
ちょ
they'll
っと
do something else.
KPI と言われてる
And Hirono is talking
Subscription
about,
get the
you know, how obviously for him, he has to look at things like KPI
あでも
and stuff like
まあで
that.
もなんかねそういった話
We
もいいか
might,
なと
maybe
思って
near the end of the stream, we might want to
っていう
revisit
のも
this
あったり
part
もします
to
から
see
まあそこら辺の調整はねす
what
るつもり
they're,
で
you know,
いるので
anything
ま
we
た近
missed.
くなったら
But basically, it's going to be
KPI.
ongoing campaign.
API
And it's
you
something that
mean
they
as
will-
in
they
their
may
own
have to
self?
make revisions in the future based on what is
おそらく
the
ならないんじゃないか
feedback,
なというふうに
how
思います
things are like in the
これ
game.
からヒロノさんに語
But
ってい
it's
ただ
going
き
to.
ましょ
This
う
is pretty
よろし
big,
くお願
I
いい
think.
たします
Of course, not even sure if we will get it global
交換持ってる
because JP is a very
なんか
different game
まあ
kind
言う
of
たら
in
プレイ
terms
してる
of
方も大人な
you
の
know
で
the
そう
the
いうの
way
みんなね
monetization
こ
and
う
stuff
どこの
things
業界
work
にでも2月
inside.
はそうですから
はいはいはい
はいという
But
ことで
uh,
素直なヒロ
you
ノ
know, all those units that you miss, for some of you, Gilgamesh or even Shureka, which come out in global 1 or 2 days from now.
素直なのか
Maybe
バカなのか
in
分
the
かんない
future you could just make use of this campaign
と
to
いうこと
get
でよろ
them
しくお願いいたします
really soon,
皆さ
even
んぜ
if
ひ
you
ね
decide to
お
skip.
友達にも10日20日30日連絡してねロ
But
グイン
basically, you
この
need
日だけで
to
もして
log in 30 days in a row to get
あ、まあ
the
カレンダーみんな
maximum
も使ってないの
benefit.
か
So it's not going to
リマイン
be
ダー
that
に
easy, you know, especially for people like myself
よろしく
who
お願いいた
sometimes
します
misses one
さあそれでは
one
こ
day
こ
of
からは
logging
いつ
here
も
and
の放
there.
送とは異なり改めてメインストー
All
リ
right,
ー
so
の振り
next
返
up,
り
they're
をしてい
going
こうと
to
思い
make
ま
us
す
wait some more
この
and
回
talk
に
about
なん
the
と
story
来て
mode.
くださった方がおりますこの
Sort
方で
of.
す
Oh,
皆さんこんばんは。リードシナリオプランナーの野口です。よろ
who
し
is
くお
the
願いし
lead
ま
planner for the story in the game?
やらなきゃダメかな。
これやばいこれ全員にやらせないといけなく
I'm
なっ
not
ちゃう
sure how much they're going to talk about in this segment. But like I said, I haven't read the story
野口
myself.
さんは公
I'm
式
still
の
at
この
like
生配信
chapter
に出るの
4 or
はお久
chapter
しぶり
5.
ですかもしかして
So it's not like I would know like all the
So
latest
that's-
details to spoil you
久しぶり
guys.
なんじゃない
しますね。
出たことないわけじゃないはずだけど
This is not, of course, this is not Noguchi-san's first time appearing on my screen. He has appeared before, I
でも
think,
アサルトさんとの
on
当
the
時
JP
深掘
streams.
り
うん
公式配信の方では
Snark says
めちゃく
haven't
ちゃいい
missed
話をね
a
公認
lot.
配信ではちょっと
Haven't missed a login. I'll need more login rewards. Yeah, hopefully they'll bring it to global.
あれ楽しみにしてるから
that is
すご
a
く
really big
というこ
deal,
と
I
で
think.
今日はこの
It will really
Oh,
help with, especially all the complaints recently about, people saying that they're pushing
ま
out
ず
too
は
many
こちらを
units.
ご覧ください
Alright,
Oh,
Odaiba,
so
I'm
this is the
fully
part
back
if
now.
you haven't caught up, this is the part to, I mean, the image is on the
サルトさん
screen,
どうですか今回
and I don't know what's happening in the story at all. I don't know who at least one of those characters is, but
どうだ驚いたかって言うんですけど
let me try and
それは
listen
驚くだろうっていう内容だった
Wait, wait, wait,
So no
Odaiba.
spoilers
Do
here,
you want
but
to
they say
spoil?
that
No,
the,
I don't think we should spoil.
the progression, the things inside the new chapters
なんなら
are quite
あ
surprising.
ー泣くシーンは確かにね今回はありますね
いろいろね
Midley says we really need CID. What's CID?
Sit, sit,
今日はね
sit.
振り返りということ
German
で今までの
Pagdato
ストーリー
says possible Ramzar revenge.
最近始めたよってい
Straight
うこ
like
とで
says no
ストーリー
spoiler.
自分で
Yeah,
楽しみ
don't
たい
worry.
な
I'm
ので
I'm not going to translate what you're gonna say here.
ちょっとね
And no worries. I understand. I've heard loud and clear from you guys previously that you guys don't want any spoilers. And hey, the game in global now is like just 1 month behind JP, so pretty soon we'll have that chapter in global as well. Colorman says Odaiba, I can barely hear you. PST, I think you need to turn up the volume on my voice. Oh
Actually,
no, they're playing a
no.
trailer.
Actually, I don't think Odaiba voice is low currently. His voice is already
Yeah, maybe
very
or
high. It
or
depends on
maybe if
other
you
person.
Don't make any adjustments. I'll just try to speak louder, but
No,
it's not going to be
Odaiba.
that easy for me
Let's
to
ask more
adjust.
person. Let's ask more person first because from what I see, it's already high.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Randall Willis says as well, Odaiba's voice is low, so I'm not sure. Maybe you might need to turn it up a little bit. Or maybe the stream. Honestly, the stream in general is quiet, says Randall Willis. So I think you need to make some adjustments on your end, maybe. By the way, guys, thanks for letting us know about these technical issues. It's something that we will continue to improve on as well. Hopefully, the next JP live stream will not be this far away, and then we can, as we do more often, we'll be able to make improvements and make the experience smoother and more enjoyable for everybody. So right now, this is the synopsis for Chapter 10, Scene 1, which I'm not even paying attention to, so there's no way I can even spoil spoil anything for you guys.
Odaiba,
Don't worry
Odaiba,
about that.
Odaiba. I want to say that
Yes.
your voice is actually on the same level as mine. So
Oh, really?
from the
Okay,
from the
so
what it show right now, yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, Crimson Lee says stream is extra loud, Odaiba slightly quiet. So
Oh, you mean
maybe,
the game
yeah.
stream? I mean, so I can turn the YouTube sound down.
Yeah, maybe because in any case, I'm
Okay.
not. I have the stream open on my end as well, so I'm actually listening from that to give you guys the to basically translate from there. So it's not like I need the stream feed. So I think you can lower the voice of the stream feed on your end if you need to.
Okay.
Depends on how you set it up.
I can
as well.
adjust that part. By the way, I want to say that I will turn the volume loud when the collab PV pop up on
Oh, yeah,
the
sure,
so we can. I'm not sure if you guys want to just hear the PV, so I can turn that loud, or you want to hear the reaction. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, I think it can be either way. Just maybe use your best judgment. Randaway says yes, PST's voice is louder. So I think maybe it's just the way you set it up. That somebody in chat says PV should be loud. So maybe during if they show the promotion video for the new collab, maybe at that part you would probably wanna turn it up a little bit, turn it up more.
Okay, all right.
Now I'm actually getting a little bit weary. Why they're spending so much time talking about the story and all that stuff? Because tonight there is, if I'm not wrong, there's guild battle tonight, right? And usually for evenings where there is guild battle and the official live stream, they will try and cap it off at like 1 hour or 1.5 hours because they need to give people time to do their guild battles.
By the way, I think the collab is about to announce soon. Let's talk about that. How? Since we aren't going to
Sounds
talk
good.
about story anyway. So let's make a guess. What do you think will be the collab? Everyone, can you type something? Tell
What do
us what you
think
guess.
is the new collab?
まあ正直ただ長いんでね、ゲームの展開自体長いですし、登場人物も多いです。
Really like says, yeah, we kind of miss you. We kind of miss you guys' show.
もう結果
Glad you guys are back. Yeah, I know. The last time we did this was all the way back in, was it April or May?
Well, can be
And,
heard that is the last live stream they did.
楽しんでもらいたい。
Yeah, and at that time we already worked out how we are going to, like, every time they do one of these streams, we'll just come together and do this show for you guys. So we really planned it, to do it this way already. But it's just that unfortunately, if they don't do a stream, then we don't really have a show for you guys. So that's the unfortunate part.
Oh, lovely. There are people who say Vision of Mana too. Hey, Mana fan right there. I'm one too.
Nice. I'm
Parasite Eve, Vision of Mana, Kimetsu no Yaiba, One Kili Profile. Season School, where that coming from? Kingdom
Prison
Heart,
School.
Octopath or Beverly.
Is Prison School even owned by Square Enix? I don't think so, right? I actually really enjoyed I read the Prison School manga.
Hey,
And all the way to completion as well. It was really funny. But I think near the end they didn't know what to do with the story. So there was like a part where they were doing this kibasen, which is like like 4 people in a team, and then they carry you around like a horse. Like the story around that part like stretched really long, and you could tell that the manga was coming to an end. So I'm glad to see there's Prison School fan here as well. I'm a Prison School fan myself, but it's 100% not going to be Prison School.
I believe so. Nope. And let's talk about the possibility. Nope. You say sort of Covalia collab. Nope, that is not possible, to be honest. They are not gonna promote that game. Yeah. Well, sure. And then
if anything, I think the point of this collab is they're trying to stick it to sort of Convaleria and get people to come back to playing War of the Visions, I think.
so of course they are not gonna put cover sort of Covalia. And HXH, oh, you mean Hunter of Hunter? Okay. That is hard guess, but I drop it. Naruto.
Naruto.
Too
Yeah,
difficult.
that
Too
might be
difficult.
interesting.
Berserk Collab. If it's Capcom, I would say Berserk Collab. FF16. To be honest, I have a feeling that it's gonna be non-FF this time, from what I guess. Because they say that it's the first time collab ever. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what they mention mean. I mean, it could be just the first time for the Warp Revision, or the first time that series ever collab with anything. If that
Right,
is the
that's right.
first time, like that, it could be Vision of Mana or Romancing Saga. Because the remake one is haven't released yet, so yeah, the new game should be okay. DQ3 collab, yeah, that is possible too if they say remake. Nobody collab with DQ3 remake yet ever.
The problem with DQ though is that we already have Dragon Quest Tag collab previously, so
DQ3 you mean? For the remake, I mean they can just
yeah,
circle
because
remake.
they said it's going to be a series first, right? Like the first time they're collabing with this series.
Yeah,
So I
but
think Dragon Quest is out of the picture for sure.
no, but I mean if they just circle the remake version, then that is considered a new one.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's that possibility as well. It's just that if they were gonna do it that way, I think the hint would have been something else because it's kind of confusing whether or not you count Dragon Quest 3 to be part of the same series as Dragon Quest Tact. You know what I mean? So if it was going to be DQ3, I think they would have used some other hints rather than, say it this way.
Should be here. I agree with you here. Oh yeah, and one other possibility, you know what? It would be funny too. Aster Tataritas collab.
No.
If the game doesn't die, if the game doesn't die yet, they would definitely do it. I mean, the idea of the game is so good. You mix Persona, daily life system together with RPG and Fire Emblem system. Oh wow,
Right.
it's just so well developed. Just
It could be possible. I
yeah,
suppose.
you guys know what the game how the game die is because they make it so free to play friendly and it's made by Gumi. So everyone try the game out for free and they finish the story free and they just wait for update free. So the game doesn't get money. And suddenly, okay, they realize that they doesn't get money for the first 2 months. They just
Yeah.
become greedy and suddenly list content that is drain money. Then people just say, we know it's Gumi, we can't trust Gumi, and then yep, the game downhill from that.
Yeah, that was honestly my experience with the game as well. It's just super free to play to its demise, unfortunately.
It's just
Seeing a
basically
lot of
generous
other-
game and good game, but too generous and can make money.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of guesses, for anime as well. So the thing is, one thing I was thinking about is that, I think the way that they sort of phrase it, chances are it's going to be a Square Enix game series because, or at least that's my guess, because if it were going to be an anime series, I think they would have, like I said, they would have used some other form of hint to say in a way that people would be able to guess that it's an anime. The
Okay.
fact that they didn't do something like that and they dropped it as, oh, it's the first time they're collabing with this series, the fact that they say it sort of implies that it's going to be a Square Enix game series. So that's why a lot of the guesses from a lot of people are going to be around, those series like, Visions of Mana or Mana series and Valkyrie Profile series, Star Ocean series, these sort of games. I think.
Okay, Odaiba, can you guess your just one name only?
Okay, so here's the thing. I think it's not going to be this, but personally, I'm hoping for Xenogears collab. That's the
Xenogears?
number one. Yeah, that's the
Wow.
number one collab I want to see, and it is actually possible. I think.
It's possible because they collab that one with FFBE before.
FFBE, yeah,
But
exactly.
then again, I feel like what they mentioned about the new ever collab is probably something that is never collab on FFBE or Warp Division before. So
Right.
I'm thinking something more news, and I don't know, but maybe it's a bit out of picture because it's not that popular of the game, but it's one game that I'm going to live stream after Wukong back mid. I mean, from tomorrow I probably start live stream Wukong back mid, and then after that it's gonna be Q, right? Genshin 5.0 and Vision of Mana. So
Sorry, what was the game again?
due to
Did
the
you say
timing,
Dark Mist?
Black Myth Wukong. You
Oh,
know
Black
Sun
Myth. Oh,
Wukong?
yeah, I know.
Yeah, Sun
yeah.
Wukong. Yeah,
Oh, it's coming out tomorrow?
yeah, it's coming tomorrow.
Wow.
So,
Wait, I should buy that game. It's coming out on my birthday.
wow,
What the
nice.
heck?
Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday, Odaiba. Hey,
Thanks,
everyone.
thanks
Get
for
Odaiba
organizing this.
happy birthday.
Thanks for
This
organizing
birthday
this
is tomorrow.
birthday stream for me.
お願いしてさせていただいたという
I was gonna talk about that at the start of this stream actually, like pretend, oh hey, we're all here because it's a birthday stream, and totally not because it's, you know, World of Vision's JP live stream.
But anyway,
Transmissions,
I want to say that
Masataro, thanks everyone.
I want to say that my guess is Vision of Mana because it never collab with anything yet and it's coming just in 1 week. So the timing is appropriate and it's quite unique game.
Yeah, is that coming out like what? When is it? I don't even know.
In
the
1
release
week.
date.
In 1 week.
Oh man.
Yeah, so timing is alright, right?
Visions of Mana is not a remake. It's a completely new entry in the series, right? 29th, Jack
Yeah, it's a
says.
completely new, so it's not a remake and it never collab with anything yet. So everything kind of line up. Just only one problem is that I don't think the popularity of the Mana series is that huge anymore. I mean, I have to say the word anymore because Mana series used to be very popular in Japan in the past, but nowadays
think it's
they
still
just
pretty
keep it
popular
for
in
too
Japan.
long.
Just for global, it's just a little bit different, I think. Okay, looks like they are probably going to end the talk on story soon. Seems like that kind of vibe. So they said they'll talk more about story stuff in the future on Asalto-san's Goodwill Ambassador official live streams, which is kind of like a smaller World of Visions JP live stream that they sometimes do kind of like Justin and friends. And yep,
Yeah, sometimes they just talk
Musashi
about
just announced it.
repeat stuff with no new. Oh, okay, I will turn the music loud by the way. When as
Yep.
soon as Collab PV up. And I think it's freestyle, I guess. If we want to react, we can react on it and just talk over it, but the PV voice will be loud.
いいですね、アサルスさんが言う
Okay,
の。
I turn the voice
シリーズ
now.
コラボで初リバーブいただきま
It's about time. Just keep dragging it, actually.
した初リバーブいただきました
リバーブコラボそんなことありますか
Okie
という
dokie.
ことで皆様お待たせいたしました、一体シリーズ初コラボと
Musashin
は
says,
どのシリーズとの
What do you think
Exciting.
Collab will
Let's
be?
see what it's gonna
いろいろ動画の
be.
方にもありましたが、早速答え合わせをしていきましょう。こちらの PV をご覧ください。
当たってる人もいましたけどね。はい。
Yep, here. Is it?
Oh man.
Yeah, I think I guess it's right. You see? Mana. Vision of Mana, probably.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a remake of the
Oh,
third one. Trial of Mana. So it's not the new one, but it's the remake one. But this one is
Right,
nice
right.
too. Hey, it's my favorite game in the past.
Yura.
Okay, who gonna be the free one? I think Duran is probably the free one.
私は私自身を
I have no idea
い
any
つも
of
超え
this.
たいと思っ
I've
て
never really
お
played
母
the
様を
Mana
超えて
games.
みせる
Yeah, as we talked before, remember Odaiba, I am more prefer on the action RPG game.
Right.
My loot is coming from this. So that's why I'm good with Genshin and Wuthering Waves. I mean, I'm happy with this game.
That makes sense. Oh, and there's gonna be a collab original story event. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah. Basically, more work on the collab, more effort. So Dulan is Wien. I thought Dulan should be Earth. That is wrong element. Okay, this is
guy looks like a
the boss enemy. Sure.
Oh man, it's gonna be a 4-character collab again.
What?
Oh man.
Okay, so this is not just a boss.
3 Holovision cards. Yay.
Wait. Wind, ice, and fire, maybe. Oh, but the wind character doesn't look like a evading character at all. It's become a tanky element now.
I have to say they look really cool, the characters.
I don't know that element anymore. Angela should be ice, but Dulan should be
Angela
earth.
was dark, I think. Okay, wait, is it 2 or 3? Wait, it's 3 or 4 characters. So Duran is the free one.
Yeah, I
Is that
guess
the
it's
main
why
character?
he is main character, and well, I mean the popularity Dulan is not that much, so I guess he would be free. Then why the wind element get the free one again? It seems it's always ice element and wind element that get the free unit. Oh, and light
とい
element
うこと
too.
で改めまして
Dark
聖
element
剣
never
伝
get
説シリーズ
free.
との
Usually
初
dark
コラ
element
ボ
is
になります
expensive.
聖剣伝説何かプレイしたことある人、
はい
コメン
You're
ト
asking
皆さん
now who has
どうです
played
かありますか
Trials of Mana 3 and lots of
皆さん
people
思い
raised
出
their
が詰ま
hands in
った
chat.
でしかも
そうですね。
はいということでご
Have
ざい
you
ま
guys
す
in our chat here, have any of you played Trials of
あ
Mana
かっ
3?
こいいとかありがとうございますありがとうございます
Yep, me.
さあということで初コラボということで
PST, yeah,
シリ
of
ー
course.
ズ
Yep, me.
まずは聖剣伝説シリーズについてご
So
紹介させてい
they're
た
gonna
だき
start
ます
by
聖剣
introducing
伝
what
説
is
シリーズ
the
とはシリーズ
Mana
初作品
series.
となる聖剣伝説
Which,
ファイナルファンタジー外伝
I mean, I'm not gonna
1991 年
translate
6
all of
月に
that,
ファイナ
but
ルファンタジーシ
basically,
リーズの
I
外伝
think
作
you
品
guys
とし
know
て
what
誕
the
生し
Mana
ました
series is.
以降
Maybe
マ
you
ナと
just
聖
don't
剣を
know
めぐって描
how
かれ
long
る愛
running
を
it
テーマに
has been.
個性豊かなキャラクタ
I
ー
can
た
just
ち
summarize
心に
it
響く楽曲の
in my
数々
style.
武器の特性を生かして戦う圧勝
Basically,
RPG として
Mana
独自の世
series
界観を確立
is
しています現在までに
diverse
発売
from
した作品は
Final
17作
Fantasy
を数
series
え
in the past.
パッケ
They
ージ
used
ゲ
to
ームの
name
全世
like
界出荷
Final
ダウンロード数
Fantasy
は900
Oh,
万本に
something
達してい
at
ま
first.
す
Was that part of the Mana
コ
series as
メント
well?
でもね、プレイしたことあ
Final
るという
Fantasy
方
Gaiden
いらっしゃ
at
る
the
方もい
start,
ます。
I
ちょ
think.
っと藤田さ
Yeah.
ん結構熱い思い
And
がある
then
って言
they
ってま
just
したけ
changed
ど
the name
聖剣
into
伝説
Second
まあ
Densetsu
一応多分シリーズを一通りやって
meaning the holy sword, basically the Excalibur.
30代後半とか40代
And then after that, they just expand into their own series. It used to be one of the most popular game on par with FF6 during the Super Famicom time in the past, I think.
めちゃめちゃやり
Oh
込んだ
wow,
ので
really?
Yeah, they used to be on par
め
with
ちゃめちゃ
No, but you're
FF6.
talking about Japan,
In
because I
Japan.
think outside of Japan,
全部
the situation is kind of a little bit different.
は多分
Not
クリアして
little bit different, quite different basically. Because the game is mainly doesn't have localization, no English. So it's obviously not gonna popular outside.
もともとファイナルファンタジーの外伝
はい
っていう形
They
で
make the English version later, but not soon. I mean,
作品で出てきたという
not the same
まあ
time.
さっき
Yeah.
のその30代とか40代の方は聖
So
剣
here
2
now
と
was
か
just saying that the series actually started on the Game Boy, apparently.
スーパーファミコンにくっつけて一緒にプレイするとかね
I didn't play the very early one, so I don't know. But I just know it later on the remake
そもそ
version.
もはあれですねあれだね石川さんの話を止めちゃって申し訳ないけど、
全然
まあそもそもこのコラボはやっぱこの後ね
Seiken Densetsu 3
8月の
English
末に
translation wrong.
新作
You're
が出
not
ま
a
すんで
gamer if you've never
Yeah,
played it.
Odaiba,
Oh,
you
wow.
basically not a
Yeah.
gamer.
いうふうにさせてもらいたいなというふうに思ってます。
はい、後ほど
I
紹介
guess
してまいりま
so.
しょう。
ご覧ください。
さあ、そしてその中でもですね、今回
It
コ
looks
ラボをす
like I
る
will have to
聖
track
剣
it
伝
down
説
one
3
day
トライア
and
ルズ・オブ・
give
マ
it
ナ
a
を
run.
紹介していこうと思います。
It's not like I'm
聖
not
剣伝
interested
説
in
シ
it.
リー
It's
ズの
just that
3作目として
I've never
1995
really,
年に発売
I
され
don't
たシリ
know,
ーズ
like
3作目
you know,
聖剣
just
伝
the
説3を
opportunity
グラ
to
フィック
play
の
it
向
was
上
not
キャラク
really
ターボイ
there.
ス対応
Basically,
アレン
it's
ジ
just
楽曲の収録
it's
に
similar
加
to
え
Zelda
新
style.
要素
Do
が
you
加わ
like
った提
Zelda
供
or
シス
not?
テムエンディング後に体験できる追加エピ
No,
ソ
I
ード
I
な
don't.
ど
I mean,
現
I
代向けに
I
フルリメイクして制作さ
okay.
れた
So
のが
my
ト
first
ライア
Zelda
ル
game
ズ・
was
オブ・
Wind
マナとな
Waker.
っています。
So I
2020
didn't
年に
even
各
play
種
the
プラット
best
フォームで
of
発売されて
Legend
お
of
りました。
Zelda
さっきも
before.
藤田さんがプレイし
So
た
you
とい
can
う
see
ことで
this
す
is like
が、
not really
今
up my
回の
alley.
コラボ
I see, I see.
初ということで、
I would
しっかり
say
上が
I
って
would
ます
say
が、
actually I've probably played
まあ
more
そうですね。
of
トピック
Final
的に
Fantasy
は
Crystal
今回水星
Chronicles
剣3のとの
than
コラボではコラボシナリオ
you know some of
を
these
用意さ
games.
せていただいて
Of course, I
ま
I've
して、まあ
played
さっきね
Wind
動画でも
Waker
出てましたけ
quite
ど、
a bit. I
ゲ
didn't
ーム
finish
戦
it,
争のキャラクターたち
but
と
other than
こ
that,
う
I think the
コラボ
other
して
action
いるの
RPG I
で、
played a
そういう
lot
シナ
of
リオ
was
が
Crystal
描かれますの
Chronicles. I
で、
think I
コラボ
probably
シナリオ
played
を体
that
験してほしいなと
more than any
い
of
う
the
ふう
mana
に
games at
と思い
least.
ます。
Yeah, but you can see
シ
this.
ナリ
You
オ
see?
毎回
I
ちゃん
mean,
と
the mana
してますよ
game
ね。
was
ちゃ
very
んとコ
popular
ラ
in
ボシナリ
JP,
オ
but
作
they
り込ん
didn't
でま
make
すよね。
まあなかなかそ
good
のコラボシナリオをちゃんと作って
localization
い
back
ろいろ
then.
やる
Yeah.
And then
まあ
people
そんな
in
多くはない
people
ですけども、なんかしっ
turned
かり
out to
と
play
やれ
it
るところはしっかり
and
やり
know
たい
it in
という
LOM
ふうに思っている感
instead.
じですね。
はい、ありがとうござ
Yeah,
いま
and
す。
so you
Douglas
can see the
asked me
situation.
the
ここで
free
ですね、
unit,
聖
it
剣
will be
3
Duran,
POM
the
コラボを
main
記念し
character,
て
I think.
視聴者の皆様にご協力いただきたいキャンペーンがございます。
I
こちら
forget
ご
to
覧
turn the
ください。
volume down from the.
Oh, yeah, that explains
前
why.
回の放送でも実施しましたが、今
Okay.
回トレンドインキャンペーンを実施いたします。
Siempre Estrella asks, is there any VC for free? They haven't got to that part yet. But yeah, they haven't got to that part. We'll cover that once they begin talking about it. Strelak says, yeah, you guys were right. Outside of Japan, Mana Chronicles was not really popular.
It's popular on the LOM area, as someone mentioned. You are not a gamer if you are not playing it.
The true gamers.
X のロジックかもしれないですね。
Pete says the
Not
first
my
one did
word, by the
well.
way.
Secrets,
Not quite
a
on
secret
me.
of mana.
それはなんかインフルエンサー的なこう。
Lex Reason says, I love new collabs, even if I don't know anything about the game. However, I just wish that old collabs could get reruns faster. We still don't have Persona or Tactics rerun yet. Yeah, I definitely hear you there. There's probably a reason why they had to do it this way. Maybe it's a licensing reason in terms of Persona for Tactics. I mean, if the, what do you call it, the NVIDIA leak is correct, they have probably been trying to work on a FFT remake or remaster for a while now. So I'm guessing whenever they can finally rerun Final Fantasy Tactics, it will be around the time when they can actually announce the new FFT remake or remaster. I think that's the reason why they couldn't, rerun it earlier.
Yeah, I think they are waiting the timing to announce it together with the remaster. Otherwise, there's no reason at all for them to delay this so much. I mean, they already have license in their hand. People asking for it.
でもプレイしたとっていうね、プレイはしました。
Sorry?
昔のスーファミコあるあるですね。
What did you say?
皆様 X
Oh no, I didn't catch what you said just now actually, but that is fine.
Oh, okay. So I was saying that they already have license in their hand for FFT. They don't have to wait to announce it. They can do it anytime, but if they are waiting, they're probably waiting for the remaster.
Right. And the thing is, they haven't announced it too, right? Because it's not official yet.
I didn't know that. Isn't they already announced that they are
No, they
making?
didn't, right? I don't think they've announced officially that they're working on a Final Fantasy Tactics remake or remaster. In fact, Masuno was even saying that he, as far as he knows, there isn't one. So I don't think they've even announced it officially. So that's really the problem.
投稿されましたか？ちょっと僕もポチッと投稿し
あ、
ようかな。
もうぜひよろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
はい。
じゃあということで皆さん
Atura says, no, it's not popular. I don't know, never even heard of it. Yeah.
まずはこちら。
Oh, there we go. The three characters. Angela is dark.
Oh,
For the
dark.
free unit, Duran is wind.
I don't know. I think they just put wrong element on each of them, except that's
Are you sure?
just the five made only. Yeah, it's incorrect
Oh.
element from the main game.
I see, I see.
体確定無料10連召喚を実施いたします。
Wind element being the free character, wind element.
いや嬉しいですね。ぜひ皆さんゲッ
So
ト
it
Cost
feels
one-
like he's definitely not, you know, probably not going to be that good, right?
People are saying 3 cost 100, but actually I
Yeah.
think this is the better. You know, you better get Dulan for free. That he is a cost 100, not like he is cost 90 and free, and other are cost 100, which you have to spend anyway.
はまずコスト100の
変更権
となっています。で、メインジョブはパラディンはまあ最近3
So he's a paladin. The main job is a version of paladin. Trials of Mana Paladin. Sub jobs are Knight and Night Blade.
Mhm.
And
And
he's a single-handed sword user.
はい。で、サブジョブはナイト。
basically a
Trinity
solo attack.
ナイトブレードは
LB.
And from Night Blade, I couldn't hear what he was saying, but we'll talk about it.
に関しては先行権というところで、自身の攻撃
So for his LB,
に
this is interesting.
中心の4型範囲の敵に2連撃
So it increases his ATK up before
はい。で
he does like an AoE attack around himself, 2 hits of damage XL, and there is a chance to land something which I missed
Stun,
before
stun,
he,
stun.
yeah.
It's okay. I can
Oh,
tell you.
stun.
Stun.
Okay, that's great.
HP 吸収
Now for the description, he's a frontline physical attacker type,
レートも上げて単価
and
にも
it looks like he has an ability that lets him absorb HP onto 2 enemy units to recover his HP, and he also has a way to hate up, give himself hate, so he will be able to participate in the fight as a tank. The ability on the bottom left, Kaiten Giri 2, is select 2 move. Up to 2 enemies you can select to remove their courage, and then 3 turns of single target resistance percentage down on them before you perform damage L. And after you deal damage, a portion of the damage will be converted to drain HP for you. And then top right here is called healing. It is a self buff, gives the character Duran a physical barrier, a physical HP barrier, and 4 turns of when, you know, the enemy is at least 3 squares away. The further they are, the more damage reduction you get. So honeycomb barrier basically up to 6 squares. And on top of that, when your maximum HP is above 40%, whenever you take a hit, let's see here. You'll be able to have a one-time HP recovery and also AP recovery. Sorry, it's not one time, it's 2 times. So this is new. Whenever you take a hit, an attack that does more than 40% of your HP, you will be able to do HP recovery medium as well as AP recovery. And a total of 2 times you can do this. And then bottom right is Tamegiri, which is a single target attack. And let's see here. It will, first of all, it will give you defense penetration up first, before, and also 3 turns of type chain resistance. Wait a minute.
Okay, wait.
And on the enemy, 3 turns of type chain resistance down before doing damage XL, and 3 turns of, for yourself, 3 turns of element chain resistance up. So
Alright.
this is a single target attack.
Alright, thank you, Odaiba. I want to mention the addition a bit on the buff skill. There's a separate line here. For the first part is basically a barrier, big physical damage barrier, like fixed HP barrier. The second part is the honeycomb barrier, you know, same as Scott. And the third part is basically only if he get hit that is doing damage. more than 40% of his HP, then he will trigger auto heal and AP auto heal. This can be triggered twice, but it actually say that he has to get hurt 40% damage of his max HP. So basically it's not, I mean, I'm not sure if people doing chain attack or doing like multi-hit, I'm not sure if that consider 40% of HP or not.
Angela now, main job is called Magus from Trials of Mana. Sub jobs are Grimoire Master and Rune Knight.
同志の方ですね。クローマードじゃなくて同志の方。で、グリモアマスターに関しては
Bell of Shield from Grimoire Master.
物理バリア。
はい。で、ルーンナイトに関しては
And Dark Gar Saber from Rune Knight. Limit Burst is called Hot Shot. Breaks Magic Barrier before doing 3 hits of MAG base damage XL. And the enemy target's AP is greatly reduced, and there's a chance to cause slow on the target. This is a single target attack for the limit burst.
I hate single target attack. Limit burst.
Performance, the profile for the main job is a backline magic attacker type. And let's see here, it says that so the main job gives her the ability to increase her AoE resistance penetration rate, and then she has, accordingly, she also has quite a bit of AoE magic spells, and on top of that, she also has some support abilities that will be able to strengthen, let's see, no, it doesn't strengthen your allies. When your allies fall in battle, it actually strengthens this character herself. I forgot her name already. Angela, right? Yeah, so she powers up. She has support abilities that powers herself up when her allies fall in battle. Bottom left, this is called, what's this called? Ancient? Not sure what it is, but that's what the Japanese says.
Ancient.
It's an AoE attack, and to all the targets in the AoE, it will remove the the wider the AoE wide area damage protection. If that thing is on the targets, it will be removed first before this attack will do elementless MAG damage L on the targets. Upper right side is called Soul Hunt. This is, I think this is self buff. I'm not sure. There's no picture here, but it will basically give agility up, and also it will also apply a wide area AoE damage protection on the on yourself, I think. And on top of that, no, this is AoE buff, so it's to your allies. On top of that, it will give everyone else except for Angela herself a one-time.
I don't know why there is no the area of effect on the second one. Why not the second skill doesn't have area of effect? The Soul Hunt. That's a passive or what?
No, it's not too sure what this is. He explained it, but I didn't really catch that part. So we'll come back to this later on, I think. It's kind of complicated. But he just said that she doesn't have re-raise or courage. Bottom right skill is called Dark Force. This is a single target attack, and it will basically remove shell, haze, and any type of magic damage reduction buff on the target. It will remove all those first before doing MAG based damage L, and also has a chance to cause poison. So that's the one on bottom right.
Okay, I think the Soul Hunt is the passive. Yep, so probably the green passive. Basically, she power up herself whenever the character die. So she will heal and also buff herself when friend die, basically. So as a passive. And the Ancients is the strongest skill in this series of game. In this game, basically.
Yeah, Soul Hunt is the one where the allies dies. I think we'll have to revisit this later on, or put out a correction or something, because I really had to listen to what he said. Like, really have no idea how that is supposed to work, but it's something new for sure. Anyway, moving on now to what is this guy's name?
Crimson Mage. They just call this in English Crimson Wizard. Crimson Wizard, yeah.
Oh. This is a glove user, by the way.
で、サブジョブに関しては、同志が、活油の方で、密偵が
I don't know why so far Dulan skill more interesting.
Doshi is what is that called in English? I don't remember. The other one is operated. So he has. Oh gosh, what is Doshi in global version?
What
I
do you
don't
mean,
remember.
Doshin?
The sub job.
Oh, basically
It's the one that
operation,
Soul has, I think.
operation, and the basically the
It's the
support
healing one, right?
the support one.
The fire selection quest go, whatever she has, I believe is that one.
And the limited bird is ancient again. Basically, he is doing the 5 damage XL and then sure hit, and also it increase damage if there are more target. So far, very straightforward unit. So far, on the new unit, I am most impressed on Dulan somehow. But let's see other skill first.
Devout. Rundle Velis says Devout. Yeah, I think it could be Devout. You know what? I'm gonna check it real quick right now while we're talking.
Alright, it's okay. So I can translate the 3 skill show in the menu first. Okay, so basically he is against the back row magic attacker. He has sure hit to hit attack. Also has release. And after he get release, auto revive, he will get agility up. Okay, and also buff. That is common we have nowadays. Then his first ability, Blaze Impact too. The Blaze Impact is basically for 3 turns, SPR down to hit magic attack L. Sure hit. Oh, this guy is super sure hit unit, you know. His limited bird is sure hit and his normal skill is sure hit too. If he do sure hit attack, and then after that, when his HP is 60% or below, he will get HP healing effect when he casts this also. And if he has HP above 60%, he will get 1 turn magic attack power up. So basically, if he is high HP, he get magic buff before doing 3 turn SPR down to hit sure hit magic attack L. And then, if he has low HP, he heal himself while doing this skill. Okay, that is the first skill. Very good. The second one is Fireball Plus. Fireball Plus is basically reduce enemy reaction down and then doing 3 hit M damage. And the last skill is basically magic. Destroy magic barrier first, and then sure hit, and then drain HP, portion of the damage. So basically every attack is sure hit on this guy. He's super sure hit attacker. Okay, Odaiba, do you have anything to add?
Not really. Well, I was actually more listening to them than you, so I'm not sure. I think you described everything. He's still on the upper right skill. I think so far you only talked about the bottom left. Blaze Impact 2. They did mention, based on the description, it's hard to tell if the HP 60% and under, if that means on the enemy or on, as in the recovery and all that, is it on enemy or is it on, the character himself? So it's kind of confusing. And Fujita-san did say that he will go and check and let us know later. But yeah, the phrasing is kind of confusing. It's probably, what we all think it is, which is that as long as you do 60% damage on them, then you will get the recovery and you will get, the MAG greatly increased. But the one thing that we're not sure is, because this character is designed to, die first, and then when he's re-raised, suddenly he has a lot of power. So that is the one thing that's kind of confusing right now.
Hey Odaiba, there is a chat saying that are these ones powerful? Where are the status effect, follow-up attack, haste, crazy buff each?
I'm sorry, are you saying something from the chat?
Yeah, from the chat. People are asking where are the crazy buff, follow-up attack, and stuff. Are these
Follow-up
unit
attack.
powerful?
3連続ですね。
一応ギルレとか
あ、じゃあ、
闇って意外と少ない
Sorry, what do you mean follow-up attack?
ちょっと少なめなんで。
I mean, they don't have it, right? So the chat are saying if they aren't
Oh.
powerful.
うん。
Yeah, so far I haven't, no, there's no follow-up attacks on any of these characters. They do have some crazy effects, but we don't know how crazy they are yet. But basically, it seems like the new sort of focus for these characters is that they seem to have, like, when they are damaged in some way, they can power themselves up. So, like, for example, for Angela, she gains more power when her allies fall in battle.
そうですね。
And then for Angel, what is the guy's name? The cost 100 fire guy?
で、
Crimson Wizard.
そうね
Oh, Crimson Wizard. Okay, so Crimson Wizard, he's supposed to die and then re-raise, and after that, he suddenly has a burst of power.
はい。
So this is the one thing we're not sure. The JP developers aren't actually too sure about how one of the abilities work, because the phrasing is kind of hard to tell how it's supposed to work exactly. But based on what they describe, when you do the attack that does a bunch of damage on the enemies, the AOE attack, when the
Okay.
HP goes below, when it does damage equals to HP 60% or more, then Crimson Wizard gets the power up.
Okay,
So
Odaiba,
we'll,
let's hear about
I'll
the
check
VC.
afterwards as well, like how it's supposed to work. But Fujita-san, the director of the game himself, said that after the stream, they will actually go and verify it and let us know how it's supposed to be. We will probably see it in the game
もう陣内に出てくる
as a notice or something.
まあまあまあ広く言うと
Randall Willis says, can't remember when being re-raised, the unit actually living much longer. Haha. Yeah, I mean, if you play Trials of Mana before Trials of Mana 3, you'll probably have a better idea than, myself on how it's supposed to work. How it's supposed to work, because I'm sure they follow the, how it's supposed to work within Trials of Mana 3. PST, do you have any thoughts on that? Is this supposed to be like a theme for the characters?
No, I will talk after. Let's hear VC first.
こういう感じで絡むのかなって
Sure,
思
sure,
っ
sure.
ちゃいますよね。ぜひ
So
皆さん
three VCs?
していてください。そして
Is one of them free?
営利開発中ということで楽しみにしていてください。さあ続いてはチャレンジ
It seems like all three of them are. You have to pull for it, right?
Yeah, I was trying to hear that, but couldn't catch it on. But it seems so. But not sure. Don't quote me on that. Maybe have to go back to check on that part.
It went through the vision quest really quickly, so I don't think they said that one of them is free. And now they're on the weapons already.
Okay. All right. Since the weapon, well, we don't really need to
そうですね各
translate anything. I think I will
wait,
talk
wait.
about the mechanic a bit.
キャラクター、アンジェラならアンジェラ、ドラゴンロッドならアンジェラ、ブレイブ
So there are weapon specific, character specific effects on the weapons, obviously.
Yeah. As always.
But I think he's not saying it this time. Still under adjustment. And this is the extra item this time. Cactus. What is this called?
It's just like Sabo Tender, but it's mana version.
Cactus Kun plushie.
It calls
It's not
Sabo
like Cat Toy,
Tenkun.
right? It's Cactus Kun.
一応サボテンくんに関しては、みんなが
So basically, you do the quest and you get Sabo Tenkun as accessory. I think we
This is
can.
JP up and Optine AP
一
up.
応そういうこうコラボの配布でこう
Okay.
みんなが簡単に
Odaiba, I think we can separate work a bit here. So Odaiba, can you go here the VC again? While
Yeah,
I will
sure.
talk with people about the effect. Okay, for first
Alrighty.
thing was the question about the mana effect, right? Relate and stuff. To be honest, that game doesn't have any effect of delays and become stronger in that game. So I think this is just the new stuff that they want to make it here. And the effect will be powerful or not, it's hard to tell, to be honest. A lot of people say that the collab unit aren't as powerful as the permanent one. So yeah, I kind of agree on that part also. And I'm not sure if this gonna be OP or not. But so far I'm really satisfied with Dulan's skill. Other character I'm not sure. There is the part about the Crimson Witch that the Crimson Wizard, I mean. The Crimson Wizard say that he has really handy on sure hit skill. I like how he has the effect, like if he has HP more, then he do something. If he has less HP, then he do something else. So my bet is that if there's gonna be strong unit, it's probably go with Dulan or Crimson Wizard. For Angela, I really don't know, but
難しさがあるかもしれないですね。この期間だ
yeah.
けは500%ですみたいな。
For limited burst, it's only single target also, so kind of.
減っちゃいますけど、まあ貯めた JP って
But Angela is the most popular unit in this game, by the way. So
まあまあそうですね。
chance is that she is the most pull character, and she might be strong. Just don't know. But from the three skill they talk, I just feel like Angela isn't so strong. After all.
まあシリーズね、聖剣3の中でもまあ敵なんですけど人気が非常に高いキャラクターではあるので。
Okay, I am back.
Hello, welcome back.
ね、そうですよね。
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so they didn't say anything about the effects. There are three, or if any of them are free. They actually talked about the design, especially in the second and third vision card. You can see it's a collab vision card, and you can see the FFBE characters like what is it? Jaden is in the second one, and then the third one, the Veritas of Lightning, whatever he is actually called. Jinrai or Various is a Japanese name, but basically the guy in the back is actually one of the Veritas. So they only commented on the design of the vision cards, but they didn't mention if any of them is free. They didn't mention the effects.
Oh, sad. So basically, if they don't mention anything is free, it's unlikely to be free.
Yep.
And another item for the... Oh, so there are too many items actually. One weapon, two accessory already. So if you equip it on one unit, already full. Free slot. Two accessory and one weapon. So the event again TOR.
So this is something new as well, right? Like there are actually titles and yeah, they actually give out titles and so it's not just oh wait, no, this is Trials of Reckoning. What am I saying?
TOR is normal. They always give title.
Yeah. Wow, and that's all the stuff. This is all the usual stuff that we can expect from a collab. Let me see if there's anything particularly noteworthy. I think everything looks the same
everything
as
the same,
before.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh, well, I don't know what to say. I think it's the collab is something I like, but I don't think it's something to recover the game status as of now. And the
Yeah.
character they choose is not from my favorite also.
どっちも発動します。だから1ターンまで5幅アップと回復が一応どっちも発動
And as people just mentioned, the skill it seems so. I don't think they are so
came in
powerful.
with a clarification, but I don't actually know what it's about because I missed the first part of what you were saying. So maybe later on I'll listen to it again.
Okay.
You said that there's a 1 turn delay.
すごい攻略を持ってくる。
That's the part that I caught.
怖い怖さが
さあということでここまで聖剣伝説 TOM コラボの内容
So, although that's the collab, of course there's more stuff. They're gonna talk about updates right after this. But, you know, for people who are fans of the mana series, be sure to, you know, grab the characters when they're available in the game. Angela and Crimson Wizard seem really powerful to me at this point in time, actually. So they're gonna do a bit of promotion of Vision of Mana, so I'm gonna go back and listen to the part that Fujita-san mentioned.
Vision of Mana. Yep, by the way, if anyone who loves Vision of Mana, I will make a live stream for it. Please check it out later. I am kind of love action RPG style of game, opposite of Odaiba. So basically, I do like Genshin, Wuthering Wave, and the current unit is the Black Myth Wukong. If anyone interested, but it's kind of different genie. It's not anime, yeah. So the next one would be Vision of Mana. This game. Should turn on the volume.
ニコというのはその魂をマナの木へ捧げる者のことを言う。ニコの魂がマナを循環させ、私たちの暮らしに恵みを与える。ニコは私たちを未来へとつなぐ役目。魂の森人はニコを守る役目。人にはそれぞれやるべきことがあって、いろんな場所からいろんなやり方で未来へとつないでいく。そうやって未来をつないでいくことがこの世界に生まれてきた意味だと思っていたけど、私まだいなくなりたくないんだって自分の気持ちに気がついちゃった。もっとワルとみんなとの思い出を作っていきたい。
魂の森人としてニコを守るのが僕の役目だ。ヒナ、マナの剣につくまで絶対に守ってみせるからね。
止めても無駄やで。うちがこの村一番の風染めの腕を見せたるわ。絶対にニコに選ばれてあんたを見返してやる。
エテラナは月の加護を失った町。立ち入るのが危険なことくらい知っておいてほしいものだ。
魂の森人様、私もマナの木へ同行させていただきたく存じます。
ミコは選ばれるものであってお願いしてなるものじゃないんだよ。しかしなかなかフェアリーが来ないな。
良い知識が手に入りました。 は王林。
途中気をつけるんじゃよ。
よろしくお願いしますにゃ。
無事マナの木をつけるよう願ってるわね。ほらシャキッとしな。
たくさんの巫女が魂を捧げてマナの循環を維持してきたんだ。その根底にあるのは未来への意志だ。だから僕たちなりの意志を未来へつなぐ。
Okay, and I am back as well. And I got the parts clarified. The first of all, for Crimson Wizard, the part that was confusing was the Flame Impact 2 move. So the part that's always the same is when it will do the damage after spirit, whatever it is, down on the targets. The part that is different is if Crimson Wizard's HP is below 60%, you get a HP recovery. If the HP is above 60%, you instead get MAG up. And the confusing part is what happens if the HP is exactly at 60%. And Fujiwara-san went and checked, asked his staff to check, and the result is you actually get both effects at the same time if your HP is exactly at 60%.
That is gonna be very difficult. I mean, I don't think you're gonna have HP exactly at 60%. That's too hard. Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be really hard. And
Also,
then the other thing is, for Angela, right, you're absolutely right. I went back to listen to that part as well. It is a support effect, and basically, you know, the usual part is the agility up, and the AOE thing. I forgot what it is. But basically, what's new is whenever an ally is down, right, she will get the HP recovery and MAG increase, and also damage reduction up, as in damage received whenever she's getting attacked. That will be reduced. And the good thing is, right, even though she doesn't have re-raise or courage, every single time one of the allies around her is down, even if they get re-raised, she will actually get the HP recovery. So it will keep going. Which makes her, I don't know how powerful it will be in PvP, but in PvE, that's going to be really, really helpful, especially in stages where you have, like, a lot of allies running around.
okay, I want to add a bit from the PV. During a while ago, a lot of chat, I mean, in the JP side, they don't know what the mana series is anymore, and they say that this game look like Genshin Impact. They say this, and I want to say that hey, actually this game has history as old as Zelda. So basically, the action RPG is their primary thing, and it's since way before Genshin Impact, basically.
Right.
So definitely not a copy of Genshin Impact. Later is Genshin Impact that copy this, but everyone mentioned that Genshin copy Zelda. Because this game basically they have a gap of 10 years or more that they don't make any sequel. So people just forget about this game.
Right.
But actually this game is closer to Genshin than Zelda, since you have more character, I mean, in the party and more RPG.
I see. Arthur says, well, skip means full pulls like 1 or 2, like only the first 2 steps, or 2,500. I think they are, personally, I think Crimson Wizard will probably be the unit to go for. Not too sure about Angela, like, I guess it depends on how the kit actually works, but no, like they said, no re-raise, no courage. I mean, if she's not, unless she's like super duper tanky for some reason. Other than that, seems like she'll be difficult to use for PvP.
I think it's quite hard to use when you need your ally to die first.
Yeah.
So basically, I think Dulan and Crimson Wizard has some hope. But still, just like what you usually expect from this game, lately it has been the style that permanent unit is stronger than the collab.
Right. Randall Willis says, how does Angela live longer than the others to take advantage of allies dying? Well, I mean, if she's in the backline, or, if you want to cast, I don't know, they didn't show us everything, so maybe there's some other endurance thing that she has, but yeah, that is actually a valid point. Like, if suppose they're all around the same area and then they get hit by a single AoE,
アクションのすごい
if she doesn't survive, then there's no point even if you give her the HP up.
なんかもっさりっていうのが多分イメージと違ったのはアクション
Arturo
ゲーム
says
に寄った
gamble,
イメージだ
baby.
ったら多分若干もっさりとか
KWL asked about the weapon for Angela. I don't think they mentioned it, did they?
They don't mention it, but we can expect it to be black mage. Because
Right,
Angela primary job is actually a black mage.
多分今回もそうなってる
Yeah,
なっ
it's
ていうのはユーザーとしては思います。
安心して
gonna go back and quickly see if it was mentioned.
もう宣伝ばっかしちゃって申し訳ないんですけど、
いやもうそういう場ですか。
Hello?
なんていうんですかね、
Yes?
プレイしやすいと思います。
Can you hear me?
重たく
PST?
時間がかかるというよりは、サクサク
Hello?
お話だったり進んでいきますし、フィールドも本当にガーッ
Wait a bit. I got phone call. What a bit. What happened?
Oh, okay, no. I thought you were suddenly like talking about the something that was happening on screen.
をアクションしながら楽しんでいけるようになってるかなって思
So
います。もう話は無限にしたいですけれども、
I scrolled back and I don't think they mentioned it at all.
キャラの紹介をさせてください。
So this is something that we'll have to see after the stream.
こちら。
はい。で、本作は5人のキャラクターが、プレイヤブルで登場しますと。で、それぞれのキャラクターを使い分けながら、戦っていく形になりますので、それぞれキャラクターに武器種がいくつかあって、でそれをクラスチェンジすることで武器が変わっていくっていう感じなので、それぞれなんかびっくりする感じの武器持ってたりしますから、殴ったりもしますし。
Yeah, they'll have it in the notices soon enough. Yeah. Usually, I think right after the stream, they will have at least some basic information. If not that, or and the thing is, the collab is coming real soon. I don't actually remember the date exactly. When they say we have collab with this new game instead, the characters are cute. You know what? I actually would have preferred it if it was Visions of Mana. But the thing is, hey, nostalgia definitely sells, and I think that even though us over here in the global version don't really know that much about Trials of Mana 3, I think in Japan, Trials of Mana 3 is probably like one of the more memorable titles. So I think based on that, they probably made the decision, you know what, the collab should probably be with Trials of Mana 3 because more people will remember that, and as a result, I think more people will want to come in to play War of the Visions. Either returning players or even possibly new players will want to come in, to try and get the Trials of Mana 3 characters. As opposed to Visions of Mana, where the game is coming out next week, but we don't even know anything about the game other than what has been announced previously, right? So anyway, it seems like the live stream this time is extraordinarily long because they're going into before they even tell us about the upcoming updates for World of Visions JP. They're gonna actually go into a little segment, a little bit of a game where if all the 4 questions in this quiz are answered correctly, they're going to give everybody in World of Visions JP 1,000 visual that hopefully Hiroki will also give us. And we unknowingly asked, what console is Trials of Mana? PS2? That's a very good question. I'm not too sure myself. I don't think it's PS2 probably. Because if it is, I might have actually played it in the past. Or rather, I would have had the chance to play it in the past. I think it was remade recently. Was that how it worked? So anyway, I just looked it up, and it seems like it was developed for the Super Famicom. So this is not a PlayStation title, and I think they actually remade it recently, right? Trials of Mana. I think I saw it on a Nintendo Direct or something. Romulo says collab meme. Arturo says they're really bad at this.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, I am
you
back.
know, questionable decisions, but hey, Square Enix is doing what they think makes sense for Japan, and it's just unfortunate that Mana is not that famous. Mana series is not that famous in global.
Okay, I'm back. So you can shoot me any question about Mana. I am well versed in this genie.
Oh,
Just ask.
okay. So you'll be our guide into the Mana series, PST.
Yeah, I play Echo of Mana and every Mana basically, and going to live stream the next one. I think basically they want to promote the next Mana because I think they probably have plan inside Square Enix company that they want to revive this series. I mean, they haven't touched this series for 20 years, something like that, 15 years at least, no touch. After that, they suddenly promote a few stuff, and then Echo of Mana, and then suddenly this one. And I can see that this Vision of Mana, they kind of spent a lot of budget into it. I can see from the trailer that it's not the normal grade B, Star Ocean 6, like that anymore. It's not grade B game. This one is like they spend on it. I heard they changed their team perspective on making several grade B game, and they plan to focus on AA game only. They mentioned it's around a few months ago. So they cut a lot of small projects and they keep only the big project. So basically, Vision of Mana is currently considered as one of the big projects because they see the revival that is possible. I mean, they probably see the successful on Genshin Impact, and Genshin Impact copy Zelda and Square Enix think, hey, we also have one game in the past as Zelda competitor. Why not we revive that one up? So that's why they try to revive this, and they probably try to promote Vision of Mana to every of their means. So this is one way, but they cannot collab with Vision of Mana yet because the character is new. Everyone don't know any of those characters yet. It's all new game.
Exactly.
No story behind it. So that's why they choose, okay, then we collab with the older version of Mana game instead. So that's why they decide on Mana 3. I can see that this is all the behind the scene thing they calculate.
Yeah, that makes sense. Usually for collabs, it's always like that. They would prefer to collab with a more established entry from even if it's like super long ago for the nostalgia reason, rather than collab with whatever new that's coming out. Arturo says really helps having you guys really helps having you guys are great PST. Thanks for the support.
Yeah, thanks Odaiba also. He is the main translator here.
Thank you. So it's still going to be a while before they go into the updates. I think that was just the third question that they answered on the quiz, right? Seems like it's a pattern. Like maybe the next one will be counting how many Cactuar quizzes are on stage. Okay, looks like it's gonna be the same. So anyway, I do remember when they announced Visions of Mana in Japan, because the Mana series is such an institution that the advertisement for Visions of Mana was just, a television screen inside of a store, and then it just says Visions of Mana is currently in development, and that was it. That was the entire advertisement. That was how they announced Visions of Mana in Japan. No trailer, no footage, no gameplay details. All they do is just like show a real live action TV commercial where you see like a game store and then a TV, and then next thing you know it says Visions of Mana currently in production. So that's how big of a deal the Mana series is in Japan.
Especially I have to say that most gacha players in this game are not youngster. Not youngster mostly. I mean, not everyone of course, but majority are already adult, at least adult or more adult. And basically, so the strategy to go with Final Fantasy, to go with Mana, to go with the older franchise collab work for them. because these people know they play it before when they were younger basically. If I mean, of course the players are totally different group with the group who play going up with Genshin Impact and stuff. So that's why I mentioned before, right? I make a new channel because me and Alonji J also make a new channel to focus on other game because the group here have different age than the other group. So basically that's why need is required to separate another channel. And
So next week when Visions of Mana is coming out, you're planning on streaming it, right?
yeah, I'm streaming it on this channel.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's what I wanted to ask, whether it's gonna be this channel or the other one.
To be honest, this game could go with both channel. I mean, I could help promoting the game if I go on other channel because they are Wuthering Wave and Genshin Impact player, right? Same style. But then again, they're not gonna know what is mana anymore.
That's true.
Yeah. Especially it's overseas, you know, it's only popular in Japan. No, actually it's not only popular in Japan. I have friends in France and they say that in EU, Europe, mana is very popular also. So, but I'm not sure about that. Maybe I have to ask the audience here. So maybe in Europe it's popular, but somehow maybe they got the localization or something.
Yeah, that could be a reason. I'm not too sure about that either.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just heard it.
Alright. So I think actually so while they're still doing the quiz, I think I'm gonna go and use the washroom for a bit. I actually forgot to do so before I start the stream. So I'll see you guys later. PST, you gotta talk to the stream more about Mana series while they wrap this up.
I just want to say, hey, try it. The game is gonna be good. I can see that they're gonna put effort onto this, especially if you are a console game player. Those kind of action RPG are only good when you use controller. In my opinion, it's too hard to navigate with the mobile phone.
難しいのはいいんですよ。楽しめたし。ただ来週の聖剣伝説の新作発売に向けて。
Also, is there anyone from Europe here? I want to ask also about the Mana series, if anyone know.
ありがとうございます。それでは最後のコーナーは
その他最新情報。
Oh, actually no. Odaiba haven't back yet. They are going to change to the third topic right now. So they are talking about Veritas of Light coming on September. Veritas of Light gonna be the class match, pick up match, and free match. Just like Veritas of Fire. So they keep looping. You can see the trend. Wind Veritas is main story. The water is arena. The earth is skill battle. The fire is class match. Then they go back, the ice is arena again. The lightning is skill battle. And the light is class match. Basically the only last one gonna be the dark element. And I can see that the dark element gonna be main story one, just like the wind. So that each of the content has two Veritas.
Oh wow, I just stepped out for a little bit and so what were you saying?
Yeah, I was explaining them about the Veritas of Light and say it's going to be the class mat one, just like the fire one.
Yep.
And basically it's coming on September, but then the reincarnation will start on November and the LB will come on December.
This is the 7th Veritas?
Yeah, the last one gonna be story from the look of it.
Oh, yeah.
So then we're gonna finally have the complete set. Then I don't know what they're gonna do next.
I was complaining about Twitter. I was complaining about it on Twitter the other day, but I think isn't it high time they start powering up all the old characters already?
They give the item right for Veritas. You get that
Yeah.
orb that has super high status increase.
Right.
ということで8月においてはですね、遊びやすさの改善ということで期間限定的な
Okay,
So this is
update.
the updates, right? For August and then for beyond that as
また
well.
弊社で
So PST, you wanna read it out or?
でありましたね JP
Okay, so basically for August, well, we already have this one. Basically, they're gonna have limited queue button with the reserve unit swap
That's
function
already in
again.
JP right now, yeah.
Yeah, and then the JP for the unit that you eat food, you can get JP and the chart at the same time in the queue. And then the mission,
今日ねドストレートですね
The missions will auto clear once you
Auto
get
clear,
the
yeah.
milestones. So they actually just announced this in global today as well through the in-game notices that is coming soon. And then the parts that are coming in the future are things like the multi-quest, what do you call it? The multi-quest, right? Being able to be, repeatable by itself, as in like
I
you
don't
have to
understand the
manually quest.
logic. I don't understand the logic behind this. You want people to play together, but
Yeah.
then what is it? Isn't this mean bonding together? And then what the point? I mean, they just skip this process altogether? Why should we open the mobile phone for bonding?
Yeah, well, I mean, there are already people, especially in global, already just using like a program to help speed it up, and then you don't have to pay attention to it. But JP has nothing like that. So I think that's the issue. And that's why in JP, very few people play multis. And when they do play multis, is when like around dinner time, it's really hard for me to find multi sessions if it's off peak. Whereas in global, it's much easier. But yeah, all of the stuff that's coming down, it's like we already know about this. They already mentioned it in the previous producer letters. So we already know these are coming. It's just that there is no confirmed date. The other three things mentioned was one touch unlocking all your ability board and stuff like that. And the LB break and everything as well. And then another one is being able to set your TMR on off for different modes, like for dual and guild battle and all that stuff.
Yeah. So basically, we AFK farming on the almost all the content now, and we also AFK farming on the multi now. Then again, I just don't know what is the point for the game to ask us to farming. They could just give us the gear instead. I mean, we don't do anything anymore. We just open the app and set it auto and AFK. That was what I asked a while ago. That is the point. I mean, they could just leave the good part for actual play and just have player enjoy that part without the requirement for grinding. I think in the future new generation of game will be like that. I mean, mobile game in the past, since the very early stage of the game, especially in JP, and China also copy from JP, by the way, in early stage. Every game is so grindy. They just try to make people invest time in mobile as much as possible. But mobile game in the early phase are so bad quality graphic, bad everything, and I mean the mobile phone spec is not high also. Nowadays different. Nowadays they can insert AAA quality game into mobile, and newer games are having higher quality of light and have less skin grinding also. And that is why I think in this part JP industry they need to change. They can't just do FGO style anymore. There was a time that every Japan developer, especially mobile team, have to use FGO, face scan order, as the example of the ideal game with the most successful record. So they try to follow FGO, and FGO is super grindy game. They follow Grand Blue Fantasy, also another very grindy game. Like people nowadays call those game player are no lifer. Basically, those games are trying to make player can only play just one game and focus on one game only, so they don't have time to think about other game or try out other game, and people just spend on those. And those are the old style and the utopia style that one time I see some interview and people say that those are the successful ones, so they try to follow that one. But nowadays the thing change. I mean, people prefer more quality of life, and the new gen, as I mentioned before, new gen don't play indie game anymore. They just play more casual style of game and higher quality style of game. That's why Chinese kind of win in the mobile phone department industry right now. For the mobile game, everyone just go to the Chinese side, and I think I cheer for Japanese side more because, to be honest, JP do things more honest. JP always have more honesty in compared to Chinese. So, and Chinese is like so many behind the scene and stuff. I really don't want to say that. Like for example, in Japan, every content creator have to pull the unit. You have to pull your actual unit. Asaruto also same, and everyone else. You have to pull your unit to make the review, and you get the unit at the same time as everyone else. This is JP, bear with everyone. In Chinese game, I'm also part of the CC, so I don't want to say much, but they give advantage to bigger subscribe, bigger CC. Like they separate people into the big CC, middle CC, and small CC, and they give different treatment on each of them. Like they have, I don't know what to say, but CC ranking, and they treat each one differently. For the top quality one, they might have 1 month time to test unit in advance, and also have special account and stuff like that. But smaller one, less benefit, basically that. Yeah, so basically I prefer JP, but I think the current market and the current game quality in JP, it just not in the competition to China quality right now. They have more budget, and their style to make the game is like they spend big, go big. The Japanese one is like they use the strong IP to make it, and they spend most of the money on the IP instead of making the good game. So their budget go to the purchasing IP, and they just spend low budget on the game itself. I think it probably take 1 or 2 years, but I believe in Japanese game industry, they will make a comeback and they will win against Chinese, or either be on par with them. They probably realize already that the Japanese side is losing. They should evaluate themselves right now, and they probably plan 1 or 2 years to come back. They already stopped making many mobile games nowadays. In the past, they keep popping out new game every month. Nowadays, they don't do this anymore. They just wait and probably plan to revise themselves before making a big move.
Yeah, for sure. The trends definitely are changing quite a lot these days for the video game industry. So by the way, they mentioned some pretty important things earlier for the updates. So what was the thing? Okay, so basically there's 2 very important things. So the first thing is that, people were asking about, okay, so you know what, isn't it time that you guys like update the old characters and power them up? There are even people calling the game now War of the Visions 2. For characters that are released after June, and they said that Fujiya-san basically said that yeah, they are definitely thinking about doing something like that. They haven't firmed up the details of how they are going to power up the older characters, but we can expect that it will be something along the lines of like a master ability type of
Sorry.
upgrade or something like that. They haven't confirmed details yet, but it's definitely not going to be like, EX, like further EX upgrades. So that's the one thing that, we can be reassured about. So it's probably some kind of MA3 or something like that. And then there's one or two more things that they mentioned. Another thing that was key was limited arena. Fujisan also mentioned that they are thinking of doing a different kind of limited arena. Like right now, we already have the current form of limited arena that we've run like I think 2 or 3 times. They're going to think of another way of doing limited arena that will come sometime after September. Not so soon, but it's something in the works. And then one more thing is a lot of people ask about Final Fantasy Tactics, and that is unfortunately they are aware of it, and unfortunately it's going to be one of those things that they have to wait and do it at another time. But in the meantime, they're going to be progressing with powering up the older characters first. So no confirmation on FFT, but it's something that they know that people are asking for. It's just that they can't do it right now.
Yeah, so that is basically more clue to what we said not long ago. We mentioned that they are waiting for the remaster. That's why they just can't announce it no matter how much they want.
Yeah. So that's probably why. So the good news, I guess, is that, first of all, earlier in the stream, they did mention there's going to be the new monthly campaign. So if you log in 30 days in a row, you get, the unit selection ticket, which I think will probably include Jum and, the newer units. So hopefully that will come to global.
I hope it includes Gilgamesh at least.
Yeah, it's coming in Japan, in JP in September. So most likely it'll come to global in October. And then the other thing is, so they said all the stuff that they mentioned before, like the multi, in the multi and all that stuff. There's something they're working towards the next anniversary. Is it the 5th anniversary, I think, which is in November. So we're gonna hear more about those updates sooner rather than later. But for now, it's still going to take a while. It's not going to be that quick. But those are the things they are currently working on. And of course, there are other things that they're working on as well. But these are the ones that they can share. So look forward to seeing older characters getting power up sometime within the next couple of months, I think.
I actually hope it to be 5th anniversary FFT collab and includes all character all character power up and FFT together on anniversary. That would be so great,
障害がたまたま今このタイミングで発生しているっぽくて、で今それに関してはちょっと対応を、様子をちょっとメンテを入れるか入れないかみたいなところをちょっと裏で
You're mentioning something pretty important now, I think.
状況を見て判断したいなっていうところで、
I think it's a bug that they are not sure if they are going to do a maintenance to fix.
Twitter だX だったりお知らせだったりっていうところでちょっと
But I didn't catch the front part, so I'm not sure what exactly he's talking about.
すごくタイミングの悪い障害が今起きてるっていうイメージですね。はい、申し訳ないです。はい、ちょっと進捗があればX なりで報告させていただきます。はい。
But they will keep us updated on Twitter for people playing the Japanese version. Was there something that just went on all of a sudden? Like apparently there's server troubles right now in JP.
Yeah, a lot of people say that they need to give some compensation.
Oh. I have my JP
Not
version
sure what.
up on my phone. No, they say they'll keep us updated on Twitter, but it's some server trouble apparently.
I see.
Yeah.
To be honest, nowadays I just do daily tweet good stuff. That's why I don't really active much. So if you are asking about why I haven't made new contents, basically, that is the answer.
Yeah.
さあそれでは視聴者の皆さん本日は最後まで番組をご覧いただき誠にありがとうございました。引き続き FFB 厳選層をよろしくお願いいたします。
Okay, I think the live stream is ending. Odaiba, I want to ask, are you going to make contents for Sword of Cavalry?
Probably. I mean, I'm still focused on playing it first. I need to get
Oh,
to a certain, level before I put up stuff. I'll probably make something sooner rather than later.
I see, I
Yeah, for
see.
sure.
So basically,
Uh,
you go back to it. I
I
remember
will.
you went
Mm,
and played it before, even before me. I remember
Yeah, I
when I
played a
about
bit
to
of it.
play the Chinese version, you already told me that hey, you already played it before and you quit it very early
Yeah.
on. Remember?
Yeah, because I mean, I didn't want to play it if I didn't know if it was good or not. So I actually didn't get very far in the, back in the old version, the Chinese version. So I was like, whatever. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to play this until, it came out. And I think people were saying good things about it. So that's when I was actually in the closed beta. I played it for like 3 days, logged in a little bit, and I wasn't that interested because I didn't get the characters I wanted to try. So I was actually not planning to, go march into it. But so far, after the game actually came out, I really enjoyed myself. So I'm quite deep in now. I just reached level 40 like yesterday. So I'm probably going to do some content stuff pretty soon. And also I'm planning to make more consistent War of the Video War of the Visions video releases
War
on
of
my
the
YouTube channel
video.
as well.
War of the
War of the
video.
videos. Yeah, no, I'm planning to do some stuff on WOTV as well. So look forward to that, you guys, hopefully. And then, yeah, but more importantly, I want to know, PST, what about you? Like, because now you have 2 YouTube channels, right?
Yeah.
So I
So
want to know
Mhm.
what is your plan? Like, what do you plan to put out in the near future?
Yes, for my plan. Well, first I have to go back a bit. Since the live stream on the JP, I mean, it's already end. So we are going to talk about our stuff and our planning now. If anyone want to hear, please feel free to stay. So yep, let me go back a bit. So this is me and Odaiba story in the past, right? We used to have talking about the game that we are going to play, and both of us play both Aster Tatalicus and Sword of Cavalleria. Odaiba played the Sword of Cavalleria first, and I go to play Aster first at the same time. And then after that, when Odaiba said that, hey, he already finished the Sword of Cavalleria, he quit it already, and he said that it is not interesting game at that time. I said that, okay, I will went and try it myself also. So far, I also invite him to try out Aster Tatalicus. I said that this is very interesting game. And somehow, yeah, Odaiba also loved Aster Tatalicus. Actually, he played longer than me in the end. While I was waiting and trying Sword of Cavalleria. So opposite, basically. Then my decision, I also quit on the Sword of Cavalleria also, because I find that in the end, the game is just competitive, like War of the Vision. And one more thing is that I love War of the Vision in the aspect on the manual play mode. So this part is different between us. I mean, Odaiba play more on the auto mode, right? But I usually go with CM on manual. So I love manual mode in War of the Vision the most because it's the most balanced mode in the game. All character has so many tricks up their sleeve, so they can just trick up their sleeve, so they have like play element status and doing some many stuff like hit and
Yeah, I can
away
see why
and
manual has
stuff.
its sense. Yeah.
So many technique like fast rush or hit and away or double haste, double quick, and also status and revive, and also healer is a lot more useful in that mode. And so many stuff, basically so many things that you can make in control that let you win again well. That is one important aspect that I like about the manual PvP. So
Turtle mode, Strelak says.
yeah, it could be total mode, depend on what you play, but you can make it never a total mode at all. If you play a last team, you are the person who last toward enemy. That is your setting. No matter what style enemy is playing, opponent is playing, you can always make it fast. you have two choice. If you using last team or you using missile team, it's gonna be like if you use missile team, enemy gonna come at you fast. So it's not total mode anymore. And if you last team, you are the one who have strategy to go to enemy fast.
Yep.
Yeah. And other than that, well, yeah, this is why I have make the community about manual PvP myself with several friends also. Like, okay, basically, the end of the topic is basically I love Warp Division on the manual class mat. Then it turned out Sword of Cavalry doesn't have that aspect. So if I have to play repetitive game again, just like Warp Division all over, then it doesn't have the manual CM. Then I don't think I want to play that for. So I probably go with where I prefer console game basically. And so there are games that similar to console game in my opinion. So those are Wuthering Wave. It's basically Genshin Impact plus Monster Hunter combined together. So it gives me console feeling, so I go with that one. And I also play Honkai Star Rail because it's a turn-based game. And it's fit with my mobile because I can't play action game on mobile phone. So I can play Wuthering Wave on mobile phone unless it's just daily. For the complex mechanic, evading and stuff, I have to go with the console basically at home only. So just these two games I focus for now, and for Warp Division, I am like on waiting mode basically, free to play mode right now. To wait if the game have anything to make me high, something like that. So that's why I don't know. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure about this game for now. As I mentioned a while ago, if they have anniversary with big update, like buff status on the old character and FFT come back, okay, that may be a big thing. For Mana, well, this Mana Collab is one of the big game that I have been waiting for, but the character chosen and not even my favorite character and long element, and also I am going to play Vision of Mana soon, so I can just go play the console new one instead.
But do you plan on pulling for the Trials of Mana characters?
I'm getting Dulan for sure. As for the Crimson Wizard and Angela, it depends if they are strong or not. But I'm going to be to play mode right now, so I have to conserve my gem for anniversary. What about you? Are you going to, are you still spending like normal, or are you less spending right now?
I focus more on the global version these days, really. Like, Japanese version I just play, as I basically I don't really like rush for anything in Japanese. I barely spend much time, if at all, on the Japanese version. Like, it's just like every day there's guild battle, and I just like spend like 15-20 minutes prepare for it. But I'm still playing and spending quite a lot in the global version of the game.
Okay, so you're still spending quite a lot. All right.
Well, not quite a lot, but when I say quite a lot, I mean like in the global version, like you don't have to spend anywhere near as much as JP version. So in that sense, global is cheaper, more affordable, and I have no for the global version at least, I have no problems catching up, to the latest meta, like all the important units I have and everything. And I think I'm probably going to continue playing a global version like that. For JP, I kind of gave up already. I don't really chase the meta in JP anymore. I'm still playing in right now we're number 5. I'm playing in the 5th ranked guild in the JP version, but I basically just use what I have and make whatever I think seems good for my account, and I will definitely skip all of the Trials of Mana characters in JP because mostly because I want to save up for the anniversary as well. But for the global version, if they are good, I will definitely grab them for the global version of the game.
I see. Yeah, basically, there's C-Book and Straylight said just be like me, pull unit early, you like, yeah, I probably gonna do something like that. Depend, because in JP version is quite expensive, everything. You know, I have been playing the expensive mode for a long time, right?
Yeah.
I am last I checked long ago, since like last year I already loyal rank 13.5. I'm not sure how close I am with loyal rank 14 now, but then
Holy cow, Royal rank 14?
yeah, and after I dropped quite a bit, I stay low for a few months, and I've already feel right. My team is way behind now. The meta pacing change too fast, and in JP we don't have 1 month in advance to analyze unit before. Like in global, you know who is good, who is not good. You can calculate that in Japan because it's come right away. They announce unit just 2 days before it's coming out, and more than that, it's also have another issue that is more I'm not sure more pricey or not.
It is not because in global version we have pack H, which is 50% off basically, and you get 3 of it like roughly once every 4 to 6 weeks.
So in these 4 months, I have been trying to not spend at all and see how I'm going. Oh my god, I saved like 80k gem, and then a while ago when swimming, I mean the summer Lesnick coming out, I just try to pull for this one with free gem only. And even though I already have the summer my sphere from the past, it still cost me 40k. So it's like 4 months saving, and half of my budget is already gone from just pulling 1 unit only. So that's why if you are asking me, I gonna pull mana unit or not, I get Dulan for free first, and then I don't know if I gonna spend all 40k of my free gem on the next unit just now. I don't think I can save it again for the anniversary if I spend it right now. Yes, it's just so expensive to make. I mean, for the first time I understand how harass was to be a free to play. You save for 4 months and then you suddenly just pull 1 unit and wow, half gone.
Right.
Yeah.
PD Law says, "Ouch!" The PD.
Mm-hmm.
Did you? So wrestling, you hit PD for that?
No, I don't even hit PT. It's
yeah. Oh my god.
but I still need to spend vision to buy the chart.
Right.
And then I can save on the my sphere because I can use the old my sphere. Even so, that is still 40k of the gem disappear from my pool. Because I always use paid gem with costless. But now I have to use free gem only because I am trying to play as a free to play. And yeah, I think it's not good to be free to play in this development anymore, and meta go down so fast, just one after another.
Straight Light says, "Welcome to the club, PST."
Well, my budget just spent on other game, as I mentioned, with I'm doing on other channel right now, Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Wave. Basically, I want a separate channel for that one to be like CN game, and this one to be JP game. Although it's kind of, I probably going, because I usually, you know, every video I do is like a high quality video. It spend a lot, so many days to make one video. So it's hard for me to make video on both channel also. So
yeah, that makes sense.
recently I am trying to make video on new channel first, and for this channel I plan to focus on live streaming. So that's why I think Wukong, the back mid, and the Vision of Mana streaming gonna be on this channel.
I see. Yeah, I'm really excited for that as well. I mean, I saw the trailers and everything. But for me, because I'm already playing like so many gacha games that I don't really have time to play console games. So I think I'll just come and watch PST stream it all instead.
Yeah.
That's a good way to experience the game, while I'm so that I can still like spend the time on playing the games that I want and the games that I was interested in, but just don't really have the time or just don't want to buy the game. I'll just come watch on PST channel.
Yeah, and as for I'm so glad today actually. I heard that Odaiba is going to do contents for
Yeah.
Sword of Cavalry and continue
Yeah.
on War of the Vision also.
What?
That's nice. It means that if you want to watch content for War of the Vision and Sword of Cavalry, you can still watch it from Odaiba. Yeah, at
Yep.
first, because I was a bit worried, I thought Odaiba wouldn't do Sword of Cavalry at first because last we talked, it's the time that I mentioned a while ago that he said that, okay, he already quit.
Yeah, that's right. I wasn't planning to at the time, and I wasn't. There was a chance that I wouldn't even play the game in global. But
Mhm.
now that I'm kind of deep in, I'm like, hey, I'm still having fun. I'm looking forward to all the new stuff, and I realized that there are some stuff that, like right now, like when I do research on, for advice on things in the game, like there's still some stuff that I have to like go and do my own research because like when I do a search on YouTube, like nobody is talking about it, and I feel like okay, you know what, I should probably make a video on those things then. But the thing is, all along, PvP is more my strength, and PvE isn't really my strength. I'm not that good at PvE actually, so it's gonna be something I have to figure out. In terms of what kind of content, I really thought about it, and I have some ideas on what I'm gonna do. It's just a matter of this week when I'm finally going to get that going. And of course, before I even start doing the sort of Convalera content, I want to put out more WOTV videos. So tomorrow, I'm planning to put out something. I don't know exactly what yet because I have a few things I want to make. But yeah, later today, tomorrow, there's going to be something. So, if you guys are interested, do check out my channel once the videos are out. Gonna be for myself, I'm going to try and do more videos first before going back to streaming. But for now, I would say if you want to watch some streams and just hang out, PST, tomorrow he's streaming. And then, next week, when Visions of Mana is out, I think, yeah, he will be streaming that as well. So, hey, you already have somebody you can come to keep you company. I do definitely plan on streaming WOTV again, but for now, I think I want to focus on videos first. And once I get back into the habit, I think that's when I will start streaming a little bit more. Definitely not as much as PST. So yeah, do support his channels and check out his streaming once, tomorrow once Black Myth Wukong comes out.
By the way, Odaiba, I want to say that I want to ask if you can have like 1 month gap between the CN version and the global version for Sword of Cavalry or not, or it's like the same patch and stuff.
What do you mean? Oh, it's not the same patch. We are in global. We are kind of sort of. Well, right now it's about 1 year difference in terms of the gap of content, and they've actually announced that they're giving us a sped up releases, right, to try and catch up to Taiwan and China. But they said that once we finish the speed up schedule, they want the gap between China and Taiwan and global to be roughly 6 months.
Oh, so you
So
can
yeah.
easily plan the unit, right?
Yes.
At
So
that.
they've already announced that even after we finish catching up, their plan for now is to make it to close the gap until 6 months. So from 1 year until a 6 month gap.
So
no
basically,
matter
it's
what,
just like War of the Vision. You already know the meta.
yeah. The problem is the game is pretty stingy when it comes to the monthly income, and that is, I think, the main concern that everybody has. It's not going to be nearly as generous as War of the Visions, where you can pretty much in global at least, right?
It is
1
CN style,
month.
and
Sorry?
it is CN style. Chinese game
Yeah,
usually
it's CN
get
style.
less gem, like Genshin Impact,
Correct.
and every
Yeah.
game I play also they don't give generous gem like the JP game.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's really the issue now.
I have an idea. One thing, I have Aster Tatarika's review video 5 minutes, and also another 7 minute review video for Sword of Cavalry. I just want to compare a bit because this is what I wrote before when I play those games. Each of them I play it around 1 to 2 months before I write a review, and I feel like I have a fair judgment on them during that time. And since we talk about this topic, about these two games, that with Odaiba a while ago, I want to see Odaiba reaction on this after checking my review here. Let's see. Have you ever felt disappointed in Fire Emblem Heroes? Or ever imagined what could have been if the game bring the whole console system gameplay into mobile? If you feel like I did, well, right direction here. Because Aster Tatalicus is what you are looking for. Without further ado, let's get started. Aster Tatalicus has a lore connect to a game named Phantom of the Killer. Don't worry if you never heard of the name, me too. So I will review this from non-fan-based perspective. The game has a good setting where your player character has the ability to look into past memory of people in the past. This let the game explain more story into the future very easily because they could swap to a new main character to begin a new whole story when the other one ends. The first story we are looking into here in this game is the story of a knight named No. He is in an era of Polygel's War, which you will see many familiar names like King Arthur, Lancelot, and other Knights of Rounds. This may be one way to make it attractive to FGO player, like a good plot too. So I have cleared the story. As Fire Emblem fan myself, I have to say that this story is equally good to Fire Emblem Treehouse story setting and have many similar aspects where the story bends into 3 different routes at half point. You may find yourself with different ally and enemy according to that. Be cautioned that the story is a little darker than what you think. The gameplay split into 2 sections between Persona style daily life, where you spend your daytime upgrade your personal strength, dating people, or training your team, and Fire Emblem style strategy battle, which majority of the battles are in spy form. It is very rare case for me to give high gameplay score to mobile game review because I have compared them to console game perspective too, and majority of mobile game lack complexity of the gameplay. However, this game offers 30 to 60 hours of single player gameplay. 90% are fully voiced, a lot of anime cutscene, the story has many branching, customizable options, and high replay value. I don't see other mobile games that this before, so I can only give this a max score. Team building in this game takes time, as they let you sortle a lot of units between 5, 10, or 15. It is expected to require a lot of time farming, but everything is possible with skip function, and it is free. You don't require skip ticket like other mobile game does. So as long as you have enough AP, you can spend them all with no effort. Some items can only obtain from auto offline farm mode, which is kind of limitation to not let player progress too fast. In my first month time of this game, even after my first tier 2, with more than 60 hours spent into this already, I enjoy every minute building my team. So far so great. Only issue is how limited AP refill item is given in this game. So the progress per day is quite small, and it's recommended to not build more than 6 units until you clear the game. Despite the music doesn't make me kind of remembering it, falling into my ears since it shares similarity to many other music I heard before from other franchise. The best part about music in this game is that it gives fun atmosphere and it isn't boring. And I think that is the most important factor for an OST in a game.
This is my favorite cutscene in the game, man.
The paywall is really hard to describe in this game. This is Scooby company we are talking about. They usually make it so that it is very easy to play if you spend a little bit and lure you with many good deals. That is exactly what happened to this game too. For a full free-to-play player, you can enjoy every bit of this game, but your progress might be a bit slower with the lack of AP refill I mentioned before. If you don't mind spending some little penny, then you will be the most enjoyable person in this game. You don't have to be a big spender to collect 5-star characters in this game. since those barely give you much of an advantage for anything. Instead of using 5-star gacha collectors, your team is better off using low rarity unit with balance job low purpose. Every character can rise their rarity later and they all end up with similar status later anyway. Lastly, there is a Colosseum with its PvP arena mode in this game that is just to unlock as of the time I review. I expect it to be Gumi well bait because PvE doesn't make much money so far since every free-to-play player can clear the game. So I will recommend you to play this game with the purpose of PvE focus. It is as fun as it is already, as everyone in JP is doing right now. At least they give the MC who is strongest melee unit for free and Telfing who is the strongest mate for only $5. Those two are better than any gacha unit on release. In conclusion, this is what I have aligned as my honest opinion. I think this game is what Nintendo should have done with their Fire Emblem Mobile instead of what they make. I'm not sure how Gumi, a company without very good reputation, will put this new IP to its glory. Personally, I don't even want to give this game a try at first until my friend told me about it. Then, I have to admit that this game is really good, so I will recommend it to others too. I think that this game is a perfect version of Fire Emblem mobile game in my opinion. However, whether the game will success or not depends on how they do their marketing. Lastly, my friend Leselin has written a wiki guide, cover everything including menu translation. For anyone who want to play in JP server too, kindly check it out. Whether you agree or disagree with my assessment, please let me know in the comment section below. I welcome diverse viewpoints and would love to hear what others think of this game. Please click like and subscribe if you consider this video helpful. Your feedback will also help me decide whether to create more content related to this game. If you enjoy RPG, be sure to click my Facebook page where I discuss many other similar games. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, watching this is really such a shame that they didn't, really, they didn't release this in global.
Yeah, I
Because
think
like
it's
you, sorry.
masterpiece from. I think it's masterpiece from Gumi. What do you think about it? What do you feel about on the review? You
Yeah,
play it a
I
lot, even
agree.
more than me.
No, I agree with basically most of what you said. Essentially, like one of the big problem was really that, like it was very free to play, so you could get a lot of the units. Like I think I told you this before, but one day after the half anniversary, I realized suddenly I got all the units I skipped
Yeah, so many
somehow
gem.
from
They're just handing out a lot
yeah.
of gem and
Mm,
yeah and the power balance is also good also. And like
right.
the free unit is the strongest one in a gacha game. You expect how do they get the money? They probably think that a lot of people gonna play it, so they just get $5, $5 from each person. But no, that is not because
Well, not just that. I think they also expected people to compete in the arena and the what do you call it? The leaderboards for the it's not special battle. It's the other one. I forgot what it's called, but it's basically like they release the score ranking thing. So if you want to get a high score and compete for the titles, you need all the latest units for the most part, whatever they release at the
but that
time.
happened later. I mean that is
Yeah,
already
yeah.
happened after people on the first batch already stopped playing.
Yeah, true.
So basically, they changed their marketing. I mean, they changed their plan from the first plan to make it very free to play, friendly, and everything is good for free. Then after that, they just change it into
Yeah, that's right.
competitive, or just like War of the Vision right now. Actually, to be honest, yeah.
I wouldn't know about that because I only came in after War of Vision has been out in global for like almost a year.
Oh, I
So
see.
to me, it didn't feel like too much has changed. But from what I heard, because once upon a time, I think it was during the third anniversary, Assaulto-san and some of the Japanese players actually did talk about. They go through the history of WOTV, and apparently when War of the Visions first came out, it didn't have guilds, it didn't have like a lot of the things that we associate with,
Mm-hmm.
War of the Visions. So that definitely felt like a very different game at the time, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So actually, I was thinking that I want to did I finally get a free collab unit? The question from the chat, no, it's a win free collab unit,
Yeah.
not fire. It's
So
Dulan
unfortunately, it's
from
not
Trial
fire.
of Mana.
Yeah, Mega Rare Debit Card said, the Firefighter get a free collab unit. Unfortunately, for this Trials of Mana 3 collab, the fire unit is a cost 100 unit called the Crimson Warrior, who is actually quite exciting to play as, I think, because he has some unique elements, and one of his main skill, right, is like super long range, and when his HP is above 60%, you actually get MAG up. Whereas if his HP is below 60%, you actually recover HP instead. So that is really something I want to, be experimenting with once he's actually out in War of the Visions Global. I won't pull for him in JP, but I think I will probably go for him in Global.
Okay, I see. Yeah, and a while ago, people might confuse why I suddenly show Aster Tatalicus. I just want to compare with because we play two games, and I actually make two review for Sword of Cavaleria and Aster Tatalicus. Actually, I feel like Aster Tatalicus to be better game, but things just go for the wrong side in the end. So sad. Like me and Odaiba both agree with it. But yeah, it can be here. I at least though make a finished story here. Here, story summary for Aster Tatalicus. If anyone want to look at it, at least you can get. This video I make for Aster Tatalicus because it's Aniplex license. They have license stuff and music and stuff on the whole game. This is actually one part that many content creators don't want to do it for this game. So many of the music, BGM and stuff are licensed by Aniplex. So every content I do for Aster Tatalicus is basically free. No monetization, just do it for them only. Because I love the game. And at least I make the story until the ending part for it. And lastly, if you don't mind, I want to promote my new channel with one video before we end this live stream. Odaiba, do you have anything else want to say? Hello, everyone.
Was it? Sorry, did you say something?
Okay, I want to say that I am going to end this live stream with the video promote my new channel. So, do you still have
Okay.
anything?
I heard. I don't. That's really all from you. Just that I will be putting up some WOTV stuff and in the near future, sort of Convalera stuff as well. But I thought I heard like a different voice. Never mind. I think maybe it's probably just your video. The start of your video.
Actually, I'm really glad on that. So basically, even if I stop, I may or I may not, but so far, the trial of mana doesn't encouraging me to kick, to do the content again right now. But you still have Odaiba here, and he's the best player I know among the content creator. So yep, you can get both War of Division and Sword of Cavaleria knowledge from him. And for me, I think I will change into two channels. One channel is for live streaming, and then basically this channel. The next channel I will focus for content on like anime gacha game from the Chinese side. And actually, I have one more plan. This is secret actually, but I just talk with a few people only. I think that nobody has ever done this before, but I plan to do it first. Whatever I already know about it is that I'm going to make a channel that is specifically for archiving and storytelling of the classic RPG from Japan. Like starting from Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2 until 16, and then also Mana, Trial of Mana, Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger, Light Alive, all the legendary games Suikoden. You probably heard all those names before if you are Japan RPG gamer. at least you may or may not play it, but you probably heard it. And you probably want to know about the story on this game, but it's too thrilling. If you search on YouTube, you only gonna see like 2-hour video, 3-hour video, and sometimes 10-hour video, just telling one game story. No, I don't want to do that. I plan to wrap every game story in 15 minutes or 20 minutes per game, just to make a summarize everything so that you don't have to play it. You just heard this classic game name before and you are curious about, hey, what is this story about? Maybe I never played it. I want to give it a bit of feeling verb that I tried it before, or you want to decide you want to try it or not. Basically, you open this up. I will try to summarize the story, important part of the story, and also try to give you low player perspective experience of that game fit into it. So it's like a pocket size of the storytelling game storytelling channel for classic Japan RPG, because that's where my root is. I play a lot of them before, and I just want to make storytelling on those. So
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work too, like 15 and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like, holy cow.
it's gonna be
That's not easy.
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult work, but I have a long time planning on this, and I probably going to release like 1 week per one video, one game basically, and keep going forward. But I can do it right now. I have to focus on my second channel first, which is the Chinese anime gacha game like Genshin
Right.
Impact, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and Ish. And then I think I already planned to focus on this channel for 3 months that I will super active. Then I probably will start the next project, which is the game storytelling. It will include Genshin Impact story too, so if you never play those games, you want to hear just the story about it, so you can talk with your friend and stuff because it's so popular. Then you can just see my pocket story video from the third channel. Alright, but this is my last part of today. I want to show you this is what my second channel about. Hello everyone,
Alright,
welcome
so
back to PST channel. Sorry it has been a while.
oh no, I wasn't yeah. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Hello everyone, welcome back to PST channel. Sorry it has been a while since I last appeared in the channel. As currently, I'm trying my best to improve my new channel right now. So I want to use this opportunity to let my audience know that
This
I have
is
made a
the
new
intro of the
channel,
channel,
which
right?
focuses on anime gacha games such as Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Wuthering Waves. In the future, they may expand more, but most will stick to only this category. So,
This
if
one I
anyone
haven't seen. I
interested
actually
in
saw
any of the
the
names mentioned, please kindly
Masataro
subscribe
one
or check
before, I
out my new channel. However, it's not like we are not going to update the channel anymore or anything like that. This channel will be still using for variety kind of games, mostly RPG games as we expect it to be. My nearest plan would be live streaming Vision of Mana, the newest of Mana series, and we come back for Warp Vision content in their anniversary if content look promising. And if there's any Final Fantasy related game, it will obviously be in this channel too. Next is the new channel plan. I'm slowly, carefully selecting content to be included this time. So I'm going slow but steady with Wuthering Waves and Honkai Star Rail. As you already know that I prioritize quality above all else. It requires several days for me to produce one video. So my effort will be that for now. There's also plan in the talk already that I will bring collab guide with Lurikoko, who I expect as one of the best gameplay YouTuber. And I might leak out for some potential collab with big channel such as Teammates on Wuthering Waves side too. I hope a bright future for this channel without algorithm block again. Somehow my old channel has algorithm block due to some strange event, but I have discussed this with Alonjit J, who is also in the field of War Vision too. and we experienced similar problem when trying to do some anime gacha contents on the same channel. So we feel that algorithm might hate variety YouTuber who does too many games. Especially in my case, I just do content any game I like, so it went crazy. That is the reason I start a new focus channel. There is also a giveaway campaign to support my new beginning channel right now. Price include in-game items for 3 games mentioned. Be sure to check it out if you are into anime gacha game contents. Let me know in the comments below if you are one of the anime gacha players too. What game do you play? Do you play any among my new channel focus contents, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, or Wuthering Waves? Please subscribe if you do. Thank you. We will see each other again in this channel when new RPG that motivated me again has appeared. I hope JP mobile game industry will bounce back within 2025. Bye bye and see you soon. Yeah, I almost forget.
Yep.
My new channel currently, for anyone who subscribe it, I have like 10 random reward for subscriber each month.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
Am
it's
I
a giveaway.
eligible, by the way?
You also, if you get the draw out, and also for my live streaming also. Like for example, the Black Myth Wukong from tomorrow onward, or maybe every live stream I also give away one prize, like $5 PayPal.
Holy cow.
Yeah, at the end I will spin like Google roulette, you know that, right? I will spin at the end for the engagement viewer to roll between them. Something like that. Yeah, that is the plan to go on the new channel. But the live stream will be on this channel. But it's okay. I just link them together and keep price for both.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to both, so I'll see it, regardless. But yeah, it sounds good that you're focusing all the streaming on one channel.
All right, then I think that's all for me. If you don't have anything else, Odaiba, do you want to add anything?
Nope, I'm fine.
All
Really,
right.
the only thing, like I said, it's just that I'm going to be making more World of Visions and sort of Convalera videos. And that's really all. That's really
That is
everything. Yeah.
really a good opportunity that we have this live stream opportunity to tell our future plan on both channel.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in, by the way. Really
Yeah.
appreciate the support.
I really appreciate this chance to be able to express my feeling. I usually don't put drama content, so when I even on low motivation or on word of quitting or something like that, I never put like the meta content on YouTube nowadays, like drama winning about the game and stuff. I try to avoid that, so I never do anything of that. If I have anything to express my feeling, I just say it like this, but in the positive way, of course. So yep, everyone, let's have fun and enjoy your game together. And thank everyone for watching.
Subscription.
It has been a long live stream today. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye everyone. Thanks for dropping by.